What's going on, guys? This podcast is brought to you by the Ridge Wallet, and this is my daily wallet. It's just a simple cards in, pop your cards out when you need them. On the back, it's got a money clip for any cash you got to carry around, and it just makes life easy. If you're like me, you don't like carry around big, bulky things in your pockets, and I don't want to always carry around a man purse, so sometimes I just want to get out the door. This is easy, small, slide it in my pocket, and I'm out the door. This is forged carbon. I'm going to show you guys the website really quickly. It comes in a whole bunch of different styles. Aluminum, titanium. This is gold plated. It comes in a whole bunch of different styles, so you can choose whatever you like. Very convenient, guys. Go to ridge.com/RBP, get 10% off your order, or just use code RBP at the website and also get 10% off your order, guys. Make your life easy, make your life simple. Get a Ridge wallet, get out the door.
I cleaned it up a little bit, you know?
You look all trimmed up with your hair's done and the whole thing.
Well, the hair, I need to get a haircut. I just showered, so it's combed, but my beard, I trimmed down, yeah.
Why'd you...
wild.
I thought you were going to let it grow all the way up.
I just felt like, especially when you're off season, your face is like a little fatter, you know?
Yeah.
I just looked like I looked so fat and old, you know? Like I just needed to trim it down, like look a little more respectable, you know?
I'm surprised you're puffier this off season, it seems. I don't know about your physique, but like your face doesn't.
I'm heavier for sure. Yeah.
You're over 300 now, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
What are you eating any cheat meals or any sloppy food or any excess calories? Or are you just eating a ton of fucking clean food?
Yeah, no, I mean, I might eat off like what? Less than once a week, maybe you say?
Yeah, because some weeks, all other weeks maybe twice.
Yeah. I'd say on an average of once a week, maybe a little less, like once every 10 days.
Is it a charcuterie board or is it something else?
No, it might be like fucking sushi or McDonald's, or like if we're going out to a restaurant with friends, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sushi in restaurants, I feel like, are not bad at all because it depends what you order at a restaurant, but usually you can get a steak and rice or something. But like when you go to McDonald's, then you're talking cheat.
Yeah, like I like McDonald's for sure. I've only had it once this whole off season.
What'd you have?
2 double cheeseburgers, a Big Mac, and something else. Double cheeses are my go-to.
Yeah, that's actually me too. I always have a Big Mac and 2 double cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
and usually like a McChicken because I like to mix it up a little bit,
or like a chicken wrap or something.
Yeah. James, are you there yet? What are you doing?
I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
When was the last time you had McDonald's?
Who, me? Fuck, well long ago, long time.
Really?
Long time. Can't remember, but I do like McDonald's. I just never have it.
Like over a year?
Yeah, over a year, man.
I think you're due.
I hadn't even had pasta for over a year. Yesterday I had my first pasta dish for a year.
Did you have the blush sauce that we talked about?
No, I had ragu. It was good though. It was really nice. My friend made it with beef shin.
Ian, do you know what blush sauce is?
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys, I had James and Nathan on, and they asked me what we were talking about, what our favorite sauce was, and they said just red sauce or whatever, bolognese. And I said blush sauce. They thought I was making it up.
Awesome.
No, it's like a mix of like creamy white sauce and red sauce.
Yeah, it's fucking delicious.
How do you know this?
That's what super fat people eat.
Yeah.
Like when you're trying not to be fat and just eat the full cream sauce.
Not true.
So true.
That's not true.
That's why I don't know what it is.
You need that extra bit of like butter and cream in there to like satisfy you.
It's fatter if you're eating straight Alfredo, like straight fucking white sauce.
Yeah, but nobody really eats that on like a regular basis, you know?
Yeah, they do.
No.
People order like chicken Alfredo all the time. It's a main.
Yeah, when they go to dinner like once a month, you're talking about eating it every single day as a bodybuilder.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, if you go out to eat pasta.
Yeah. Okay, if you're going out to a restaurant, sure. If you want to get an Alfredo, that's okay. Yeah. But you're talking about eating it daily for your bodybuilding diet.
No, I wouldn't eat blush sauce daily for my diet.
But you would eat the other one.
I wouldn't eat Alfredo either for my daily bodybuilding diet. No, I would eat just a regular like red sauce or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but they thought I was making it up.
No, it's real.
And then they said, what about what an American thing to have? Like the fucking mix of all the sauces.
No, that's definitely everywhere. They might call it something else, like a rosé sauce. Or something.
In the studio on the bro chat today.
Oh, it's Dan Drescher.
What's up,
Is
guys?
that Dan? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Dan the man.
What up, bro?
Dan, what are you fucking doing? When are we going to shoot another 20,000 calorie challenge?
We were talking about that last night.
I was just telling him about the pot pie theory you had.
About what? That I miscounted the calories?
Yeah.
I totally miscounted the calories. I got up to like 17.5.
You were actually a lot closer than what they said on the video.
Had I known that I was at 17.5, I would have forced myself into illness.
What did you think you were at?
I thought I was 14.5.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a huge difference because I could have probably slammed like a couple pints of Ben and Jerry's and been done with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why are you shaking your head, Dan?
That was just so.
It was so disgusting.
Ask Dan, take Dan for a Slurpee after this.
He likes his Slurpees.
Dan thinks Slurpees are the grossest thing ever. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? It's fucking sugar and ice. It's fucking delicious.
For
Maybe it's
calorie
just the
challenges
name.
like that, what? For calorie challenges like that, are you allowed to drink the calories at all? No, eh?
No, but we counted one. Like I was able to have one Slurpee. Like you couldn't just
Okay,
drink
but like you didn't drink like orange juice to like no. Okay.
We didn't do like a case of fucking regular Coke or anything. We just
Okay.
But I got a Slurpee and Dan was like, "That's so gross," and I'm like, "Who says that's gross? It's a Slurpee."
I mean, it's kind of fucking weird. Did you go to like 7-Eleven?
What do you mean it's weird? It's fucking like a big gulp. What's wrong with you guys?
You're old, man. You're really old.
How am I old? What? Okay, wait. How is having a Slurpee make you fucking old?
Just
It's
like
for
an old
kids.
person to do.
It's for kids.
We had them in England, but they're not really around anymore. And we used to call them slush puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hear what he said? They're not really around anymore.
Wait a second. What does being old have to do with having a fucking slushie?
Because they were cool in like 1992.
I didn't know it was cool to have like a taste. Like if you liked something, I didn't know it was like cool and not cool. It's like either you like something or you don't.
Oh, bro. It's out of style.
Brett, you like slushies? That's like saying McDonald's is out of style. You can't say that.
Never. McDonald's is never out of style.
I know, but that's like you can't say a food is out of style. It doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, I can, because that's why he was saying is like they discontinued them in the UK because they're not in style anymore.
No, it's probably because it's so fucking unhealthy.
No.
And they're more health conscious over there.
No.
Sure? I don't think so.
Europeans are more health conscious.
Just liquid sugar. There's other liquid sugars out there.
Yeah.
Brett,
exactly.
do you like slushies?
No.
Just ask them.
I haven't done.
What do you mean no? What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to get a slushie. That's
Well, I'm
for
not going to
sure.
go out of my way either, but if someone gives me one, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is gross.
I thought on a hot day they were great. I thought they were really good when it was summer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not driving purposely to 7-Eleven to get a fucking slushie.
I
But I'm
used to
saying,
drink those when I was like a little kid, and I'd go to like the water park, you know?
yeah. Fuck off, Dan. I hear Dan laughing in the background. Anyway, what's going on, Brett?
Not much, man. Just got Dan here yesterday and today doing some stuff for muscle and strength. So that was exhausting yesterday, but it was a good day.
Dan, where are you? Get back in the frame.
Yeah, get in the frame, Dan.
What's up, man?
Why are we not doing this with Hostile and Brett?
Dude, I reached out to you. You didn't
No, you
even-
fucking didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh.
Dude,
didn't
I sent you a
Truth is out.
blooper of a video a couple weeks ago, and you never even responded.
Oh, I saw that, and then I was gonna
Oh,
watch the
no.
video, and then I forgot to respond because I got a million
Yeah.
things going on.
That's cool, man.
Oh.
I feel it right now. I still do.
You know I love you, Dan. Fuck off. Listen, I'm gonna sponsor this video, and then you can put our shit up for us.
Dude, we've already got we got your whole thing going in this video.
Yeah, everything.
You're good to go. Your boy took care of you here.
All right, Brett. You get. I guess you're getting a bonus. Thank you.
That's a pay raise right there, buddy.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
They just made that shit up, and now they're gonna go back and be like, "Okay, fuck, we gotta add this in."
Plug this in.
Brett, what's going on, man? How's the prep? You're like 4 weeks now, right?
4 weeks from today. It's flying by.
Looking crazier and crazier with every update.
Yeah, we're in a good spot, and just booked my flights I'm going down to Florida next Sunday. So I'm gonna go train with Iain for 3 days
How are you?
and stay with Matt. So that'll be really good to kind of get away and just one-on-one with him, and then get some good training in with Iain. So
That's
looking
great,
forward-
man.
Yeah,
Make sure you invade the Revive gym with all the Hostile stuff.
yeah. I need the new body bags.
Oh, that's right. I think they're on the way.
Okay, perfect.
We sent you some. These ones, they're fucking. I thought I've always been against the oversized shit, and then I started wearing it, and I'm like,
It's nice to wear.
fuck, this is comfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you now know why Ben was so adamant, and he was
I
like,
know.
"Please,
So-
yeah."
That's
I
all I
actually
can wear anymore.
I talked to Justin yesterday. I was like, man, thanks. Like it's a fucking. It's actually really, really comfortable. Anyway,
as you get nice and skinny too, they'll make you look a little bigger. You know, that oversized. You know,
I felt like that actually when I was taking the photos in them. I'm like, I look bigger than I actually am. So it's perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, this is the last update. I think everybody's seen this.
Yeah.
What do you weigh here? It doesn't say.
I was 261 there.
That's a fucking crazy shape, man. Look how little your fucking waist looks.
It's very Phil Heath looking to me.
It is.
Yeah, it's actually, isn't it?
Well, it's the same. You're doing it kind of the same way. The pose is almost similar.
But like even like the waist tie into like the lats and like everything, just the shape of it, you know,
the roundness of the shoulders and arms. Yeah. Does Phil help you at all, man? Is Phil at the gym with you, helping you at all with your pose?
Not there anymore.
He's not there anymore.
He's
in Florida.
Oh, I don't.
I had a good conversation with him the other day. He called me at like 10:30 my time here, so it had to be 12:30 his time. And we talked for like 2 hours, and I was like, I wanted to go to bed, but you can't not answer. You know what I mean? It's like you see a call, and it's like 10:30. I'm like, fuck, I know where this is going. So like we start talking, and we talked for 2 hours. But it's like a lot of it was good information because like I've never done a 2-day show. So a Friday, Saturday night. So we talked a lot about that and like, how to prepare for that. Cause obviously he was extremely good at that. And it's just, a lot of it's just going down to, especially when dealing with diuretics, don't use too many diuretics on Friday night because then it'll fuck up your Saturday. And the good thing is I barely use any in the past anyway. So but he just gave me some advice in regards to that and stuff. So it was really good. Yeah.
We spoke for 2 hours. Was it all bodybuilding talk or was it just
we get off track. We talked about everything.
That's so true though with the diuretics, because like that's been a big thing for me why I've always been better like at night shows or on Saturdays for shows that are 2 days. Because like guys, especially that can get away with using minimal diuretics, are going to always be significantly better on the Saturday.
Right.
Like if you on the Friday, like I find I'm like good and I'm always better on the Saturday, but guys that go really hard on the diuretics are usually better on the Friday and then quite diminished on the Saturday.
I've never taken a diuretic Saturday morning. Sometimes your show is at like noon.
Yeah.
I've heard of guys taking a diuretic like Saturday morning at like 8-9 a.m.
I've never done that.
I've never done that. If you guys know anybody who's done that, or have you done that?
No.
Oh, I have. When I was a junior, I popped diuretics like no tomorrow. Yeah. Terrible. I had bad guidance. I had very bad guidance. I had someone making me take aldactone like every fucking hour nearly.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I've done aldactone for like a week straight. Yeah. Like stupid shit when you're like 19, 20,
So the aldactone thing for me was, I think Chad had me do like 12.5 milligrams AM PM. Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
But
when you started loading?
Yeah, but that was still while drinking tons of water. Like it wasn't like we cut water, right?
No, you don't want to cut water with that.
But I don't know. Like I said, I think my best looks have come with just like half a diazide the day before.
Yeah. Half quarter. That's all I do. Yeah.
I think we've covered.
I don't think I get very well. I don't think I get very well with diazide.
You don't like it?
I don't think I get very well with it.
I've never done aldactone ever. So like you guys now with your experience, would you say no?
You don't need it.
No.
You look good all the time. So
my entire philosophy.
I've never seen you not come in perfect.
My entire philosophy on the peak is if your body fat is low, you barely need any diuretics, if any.
Yeah.
Like the 2 shows I won, I didn't use any diuretics for. And I think my best look ever, if you think it was 2011, I think that was half a diazide. I think we took the day before. So I think it just comes down to how low your body fat is. I think people at the end don't have very low body fat and they think it's water.
Yes. And
then they try and like pound a bunch of diuretics to get it off and they just end up looking shittier.
Yeah.
I think if your body fat is low, like when you guys get in shape, like Brett, Ian, James, you guys all get down to like really low fucking body fat. I don't think there's much water left, or you don't need to be going hard to reduce it.
If the body fat's low and the subcutaneous like body fat like that's low, you're not going to be holding much water. So it's there's not going to be much to flush out. And if you do too much, it's just going to make you look worse.
Well, I mean, it also depends on the physique. Like Ian, for example, you have trouble staying full, so you start fucking with diuretics and it's going to make
I have
the body
trouble
look even
staying
worse.
full, but I don't have trouble getting dry. So for me,
That's
diuretics are almost just a negative,
That's right. That's right. So
Brett went to New York with 0 diuretics. That wasn't my best look. It wasn't my best look by any means, but I drank water right through the show and took 0 diuretics.
Yeah. But yeah. I think you're a special case though. Like you're fucking pretty dry all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
So, Brett, so any speed bumps along the way? Is the whole prep been pretty good, pretty easy going, pretty, nothing kind of got in your way?
I would say nothing's gotten in the way. It's never easy going, but there's no hiccups, just small aches and pains you deal with. You worked out and everything, but no, it's straight. it's just been a little bit different here. This, still figuring out my body. I'm years behind experience, from James and Ian. So it's still seeing new shit. A lot more muscle maturity this time around.
Yeah.
Seeing things that came in early and they stuck in and like just shit I haven't seen before. And so it's just kind of figuring these things out. I've been able to eat a little bit more this prep, obviously. And I've used that in the training. It's been so efficient. So like I haven't seen any dip in strength, which has been awesome. I remember last year I had to like start taking Halo a little bit earlier because I was like losing strength and shit. Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna have to look at that. So it's been fun. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, and Ian, maybe you can answer this, or James. If Brett's put on a ton of muscle fast, does he run the risk of not having the graininess in his career, or maybe he's got to wait a few years to put that on? Or does the style of training he has mean he'll get that graininess faster, or it'll come on regardless of his age or how fast he's put on his muscle?
Well, I think the thing with Brett is Brett isn't necessarily like a grainy guy. Brett is like a very like hard detailed guy.
Yeah.
It's like a very low body fat with a really like polished, hard, like cement look, not like a grainy Branch Warren look. It's more of like that super tight to the muscle, hard, like cement.
Like a Phil Heath look.
Like a Phil Heath look.
Clean lines, full bellies.
Yeah, it's like that full hard, like concrete kind of look, marble slab look, which I think is different. And I think that's training and genetics. I think everyone's look is obviously primarily genetics to a large portion, and then I think obviously the muscle maturity you have to coincide with that, plus the style of training is going to amplify whatever you have into some different direction.
So James, when you look at Phil, for example, if we're saying Brett has a similar polished look, right?
Yeah.
If Phil, now we all know Phil trained hard, but didn't train like Branch or train like Dorian or anything like that. So
he doesn't train like Brett. Yeah.
He doesn't train like Brett. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, because Brett trains the way he trains, can he use?
You hear that?
Yeah,
sound like a bird.
That's my dog. That's Doug.
Fuck, Doug. I love that. Can Brett get that polished look to be grainy because of his training, or is it just?
I think that shows how much of a genetic component that part of it is. I think that's very genetic dependent. I think what's determined by your training is your volume of muscle and your size, and then your separations are set, and whether you're grainy or polished. Like Brett's got that nice, almost like leather finished with polished, round bursting to the seam look, like a nice sofa.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, and then you got other people that look like an old tatty fucking worn out sofa, like me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's just genius.
Brett, do you want to be a worn out? Do you want to be a worn out sofa, or do you want to be a fresh like a nice sofa?
I want to be do I want to be a casting couch?
Yeah.
You got to look at a bodybuilder. You got to look at a bodybuilder and think, would he be comfortable to sit on? And Brett's got those kind of muscles that look like you'd just be able to go.
Yeah, but sometimes an old shoe is comfortable, right?
This is true. Yeah.
No, seriously, Brett. Though, would you? When you everybody has an ideal in their mind of what they want to look like, right? Like I got grainy in my career, but it was never really in my head. It just happened.
Yeah.
But like, is that something you aspire to, or do you want to have that Phil look where you're like really just polished and clean look?
I think I'm going more the direction of just that polished, clean look like Phil. That's what I mean by this go around, like this muscle maturity now. It's not so much graininess, it's just a combination of, I just feel like I have really good skin. I keep saying this, but
it means something. That's right.
I just you can see through my skin, and you see all the fibers, the striations, and then now I have the density to kind of back that up. I think I've always had that with the skin, and with a little good color with the tan, it looks awesome. But now I have more of the thickness, so it's just it's just coming together really well.
Quality of skin is such an underrated thing in bodybuilding. People talk about like being dry and hard and lean and all these things, but it's like, it's really what displays it all. Like that's like your canvas, and like you can get guys with incredible physiques, but if they have like, not the best quality skin, it can throw off the look a lot. And when you have like a really nice, and like you look at Phil, like prime Phil, or a lot of guys, like
amazing.
The skin is like pristine, and it looks like you see it and you're like, that is so, it makes it look so much better,
I was thinking
that's where I suffer majorly, boys, because
why?
I've got really sensitive, because I have really sensitive skin. So
I remember this year,
I was burnt. Like I had burns everywhere. Like my like things I don't use, if I put them on my skin, it just flares up.
Yeah.
So sensitivity wise, I get it. But you have good skin as But you have good skin as far as like the thinness of it, because that's how it shows the
yeah.
grain.
I'm not like someone that has like extreme acne or anything, so my skin's okay. It's just very sensitive.
Because
I think with guys like us that are like the uber white, like like Nordic heritage like that, or like UK heritage like that, I think have the more sensitive skin, because mine's similar to yours, not as bad, but you're whiter than I am. So
I think when I think of the skin issue, I think of like Orville Burke back in the day.
Yeah.
Orville Burke was massive, used to get lean, but he always had like that thick skin. Or I think of like even Akeem
or Lionel
Becky is one of them too. So there is some people that like just have a thicker skin. But do you guys think there's anything? Is that just purely genetic, or is anything you can do throughout your career or coming up to?
I think that's just the order of where body fat comes off. I think it's still body fat sub-Q, but I think it's just that some people will get a shredded area earlier than others, and then it's whether you want to push past that limit to get that part shredded at the cost of other muscle groups losing a bit of size. Because there's many people that as soon as they get their glutes in, they've lost upper body size.
Yes.
Some people are very fortunate. Glutes come in, upper body's fine. So I think that comes down to just genetically where you're prone to lose muscle when you're in that kind of calorie spot and working that hard and doing a lot of cardio. It's one of those, isn't it?
This is Orville Burke. I'm just showing.
He actually passed away, didn't he?
Did he really?
Yeah, I don't think he's alive. I think he got a shot or something. I know it may sound weird, but I'm sure he did. I don't confirm. Well, I'm pretty sure he's not around anymore.
All right. Well, I'm not good. I can't confirm that. So I'm just, that's too bad. That's horrible.
I'm going to look online because I just want to confirm if I've said something. I'm not trying to spread rumors.
Yeah, it's like, this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, you can tell he's lean, but the skin doesn't have a thinness to it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just the first one that comes to mind. Anyway, some of these pictures look great, but it's just the skin doesn't get completely thin and grainy. So I don't know. I don't know. That's not a fat issue. I don't know. Do you think if he pushed himself harder and got leaner,
it might cost him certain muscle groups, I think.
So you think he can thin out the skin, but he's going to flatten out in certain areas?
He might not. Listen, he might not. He might not. It's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah.
I also think back in that 90s, late 90s era, the super dry hard conditioning wasn't quite as respected as like that full, complete, like nice look, like they wouldn't sacrifice one for the other in a lot of ways.
What era are you talking about? Sorry.
Like late 90s, like that.
Late 90s. You think they wouldn't? Mid 90s?
I think like the guys wouldn't push all the way down to necessarily have like the craziest striated glutes. They would want to look like, good separation, nice, round and full. Like, I think that was more of a primary look than like sucking down like Andreas Munzer would,
I think you're thinking more of the 2000s than isn't 90s known for their
conditioning? I guess that would be late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. You're thinking like 2000s, I think, because that's where I think that's where conditioning kind of went away and size and fullness came in.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
And then I think more in the teens when we got to like 2011, 12, 13 started to change back to more conditioning.
I can confirm it's not Orville Burke I'm thinking about. So Orville Burke is still with us. So if any fucking news outlets go, Orville Burke, listen to the fucking whole podcast first, yeah? All right? I know what some of the people are like out there. You just jump on the bullshit.
We're going to get it like, what's the guy who was fake reported dead the other month?
Vic Richards?
I think Orville Burke's, I think that's him there like quite recently.
Yeah.
So
all right. So don't get me in trouble. We're like Fouad's podcast, always spewing bullshit.
Said it.
James, what's going on, brother? I just saw you posted this.
How many plates was that?
Yeah, I know, eh? Like, what the fuck?
I just had a little fill today.
Was that an 8-plate squat?
Yeah.
That's heavy shit.
All right. It's on I'm just like, today, I won't lie, I went in the gym and just did what I felt like.
Was it this one? No, it wasn't this post. Where is it?
It might not.
You're on this wrong.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one.
Sorry, James, I got two and
Can you get one page, please?
The second one's my more like personal one, man. Come on.
Just type in Hollings. Yeah, there you go.
It's more like my.
There we go.
Easy stuff on there.
Have you seen my squat? We have Ian with the have you seen my deadlift, and we have James with the have you seen my squat.
To be fair, though, it's nothing. It's just one rep in it.
Oh yeah. It's nothing impressive at all, James. Anybody can do it.
The quads and.
Anybody can do this. This is nothing. It's look how deep you got to.
That was like he could have done at least a triple with that, no problem.
What the fuck?
Yeah, do you know what the hardest part with that shit, and it kind of cost me today, is the setup. Because when you're walking out and you've got the reverse upper wedge.
Yeah. I mean, with that kind of weight, you need a fucking monolift so you can just like stand.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm actually I think my next session, we've got a monolift coming actually for the gym, but it won't be here for a while. So like I will start using a monolith because I just fancy doing some wedge ones.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when you don't have to walk out. Once you're over like 7 plates, like walking out makes a big fucking difference. You know?
Boys, today, let me just say, like, it was really weird. This is not, it's the first time in forever where I put 7 plates on the bar, kid you not, and I had my friend Dean behind me. I did it for a rep just to feel it. I turned around, I was laughing. I was like, what?
This is like
it did not feel like and I have never had that, so I knew it was a good day, so I was just fucking one of those.
Go for it.
I did do what bodybuilders don't do today, so I just did squats, and I kid you not, I did no sets of squats with reps, and then I went on to like leg press, other shit. I was having fun today, man.
Yeah. I want to ask you guys, since I've never lifted weight like that, but I don't remember who I spoke to, but they said that they actually liked walking out the weight more than a monolith.
Why?
I don't know. I don't remember what they just said. That's what they were used to, and they didn't like.
Okay, sure. If it's a personal preference and you like to feel the weight as you walk it out, I guess
so. Yeah.
But from like
maybe it's the feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, safe.
I would much rather know where my feet are placed perfectly and you're loading there correctly. You don't want
to be fudging around your feet with a fucking 1,000 pounds on your back. You know?
No, and I totally understand. That's what I was just asking because that's what I heard. I was like, I wonder that doesn't make sense to me.
No, I'm sure there's guys that prefer it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, James. What were you going to say? Sorry.
No, I was saying what I found really difficult was to get the right foot in place on this today.
Yeah.
Because you're like, there's so much pressure on your back. And you can't really lift all your weight off of your right leg because you can't really have 300 plus kilo on one leg. So that's the only thing. It's a bit of a bastard. It might have been easier if I didn't do a wedge because you can kind of slide your feet along the floor a little bit. Walking out without a wedge is very, very easy. I find I've never really had a problem with that, but the wedge definitely.
The wedge made the squat harder, or just backing up?
No, it made getting into it. You kind of got to reverse up a little ramp.
Yeah, but the wedge actually loads the quads more, right? So does it make it easier for you?
Not easier, but I like training squat with a quad dominant stance. So for me, it's like it's the stance that I like. I don't really
more knee flexion.
I don't fare well with like a wide kind of powerlifting squat, if I'm honest.
Yeah. No. So I understand you're loading the quad, but just out of curiosity, if you're squatting flat-footed, if you're squatted flat-footed versus on the wedge, what's easier to squat that kind of weight?
For me, it's easier like this, I think. But I don't think it's the case for everybody.
I do the exact same thing, and I feel flat-footed's a little easier. I can go a little heavier on flat-footed because you're recruiting more of your hams too. But like that's why the same way I train a quad day, and I'm sure James does too, and a hamstring day. So always on quad day, if you ever see me doing squats, I'm always
elevated.
Yeah, like incline, like a hill elevated Smith. You know, all them kind of things, isn't it?
Right.
While we're here, I'm not, Ian, I don't want to fight with you this week. I just want to say,
looks great. This photo.
James posted this. I was like,
everyone tagged you.
You know how many times
everyone tagged you? Really?
Oh my god, man! Hundreds of times.
Oh, mate, he got tagged like so many fucking times.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, if you scroll through the whole thing, you'll find a bunch of them.
That's fucking funny.
But that, like, I'm almost the same. Like, I don't think every shot that Kevin does is best, like bicep, front double, back double, all that. But that side chest, I just thought was.
I mean, people misinterpret what I say, though. I didn't say Kevin wasn't a ridiculously good bodybuilder.
I know, I know what you said, but
I think Kevin is fucking amazing. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
That shot, I think, was his best shot. That's what
I actually.
That was ridiculous. I look at that and I'm obviously mind blown. There's no one's not going to be. You know.
I caught some shit last week because I said. I thought Kevin's hands clasped most muscular he was the best person to do that pose. I can't think of a statement. I can't think of a better hands clasped most muscular.
Phil?
People said Phil. I just like
Phil has more detail for sure and rounder, but you know, you could argue because some people you might just have that because it's bodybuilding, you just have a preference.
Yeah.
You know,
those two are so close. I've seen the comparison doing it, and you're like, you know what I mean? It's like apples and oranges on that, you know, it's close.
People are like, Fouad's a Phil hater. I'm like, I'm not a Phil hater at all. Like,
see, if you do it the other way around, you're a Kevin hater. So there's no winning here, man. Trust me.
Well, this is the funny thing with the internet, isn't it? Because if you don't mention someone, you hate them.
Yeah. Okay, so here, let's do this. This is Phil's hands class most muscular.
No, there's a comparison of them together.
Is there?
Yeah, that's 2008 Phil as well. That's Arnold.
Phil Heath versus Kevin Levrone. Yeah.
No, I misspelled Kevin Levrone, but it doesn't matter.
Phil hater, Kevin Levrone.
See, they're both fucking crazy in it.
We can do this one. That's 50-year-old Kevin.
To be fair, his front most muscular still look pretty fucking.
I know his most muscular is actually still pretty decent. That show.
Like if you just took it from the waist up, that's still amazing.
Listen, he took in the press conference. He went against Cedric, and I still think he's front most muscular about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
bottom right.
bottom this one.
Yeah. There you
No,
go.
that's older. That's older, Kevin.
Oh, that's old. That's like 2000s. Yeah.
This is younger. This is younger, Kevin. Here,
Yeah.
this is
Younger Kevin was
94,
bad,
95, maybe 94.
Yeah.
94 and 2014. These are probably their best.
They're very similar, like same kind of delts, the same kind of crazy triceps. The chest is a little narrow because they're
I think
narrow.
Kevin's got better. Kevin's got better ab structure, I think.
Kevin's got better abs.
Yeah.
But very similar, you know?
Yeah.
Phil's got a little more detail in the arms and delts.
I think Phil's chest is thicker. It's the same size, like they covers the same area.
More, a bit more fullness
but it's thicker, I think.
Yeah. Maybe because of Kevin's tear.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Either way, the most ridiculous.
They're both fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
the triceps are just fucking nutty, aren't they? Look,
isn't it? I feel like triceps make a physique so much.
That's crazy, man. Like, take away that tricep, it takes away like 20% from that pose. At least.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it takes away from so many poses. Like, if somebody has small triceps, like, because near the end of my career, my triceps shrank more than my biceps, and I'm like, it just changes the way everything looks.
It does. It's the silhouette. That's why I like Flex Lewis when he does the front most muscular like that. He doesn't do it often, but it looks good because the triceps are nutty.
It's like when you think of
Luke.
When I think of Luke, right? Like you think of the tricep pop.
They just like big old slumps of meat.
Yeah.
Flexes was good too, I have to say.
Yeah, flex. That's actually somebody said that last week. I think it was Ben.
Flexes is amazing.
But we made fun of him because he's in UK, and we're like, you're just fucking biased. Like this one here.
Yeah, that picture that's before he won the British overall. Yes, that's 2007.
This one?
So that was in that was in Neil Hill's gym. Week out, and he posted them 1 week out.
This is 2007.
No.
Yeah, but I swear it was. That's when he was in England still.
I don't think so, dude. This is more recent.
That's in Tenby Gym. That's in Tenby Gym.
He had to be winning Olympias at that time.
Wait, maybe no. Maybe that wasn't. Sorry, no, maybe that wasn't 2007. But it was in Tenby Gym in Wales.
Yeah, no, he was definitely
2014.
Sorry, he's got a shot. He's got a video. Sorry, I did fuck up there. He's got a video in that same position in Tenby Gym doing a front and back double bicep 1 week out from the British, and the hype was unreal over here when he did that because everyone watched it and was like, "Fuck, he's coming to win."
Yeah.
Can you imagine that showing up to the British? That one right there.
Yeah, sorry, I know I got that wrong. I'm going blind. I think fucking hell, boys.
We got into a little debate last week. I caught a bunch of shit about it, so I thought I'd bring it to you guys just so I could catch some more shit because I already kind of know what you're all going to say. So I made a comment that bodybuilding was not a skill.
Oh boy,
like other sports.
I agree
in the title.
You agree with me?
I agree with you.
Holy shit, he agrees with me. This is the first.
Bodybuilding's not a skill, but you have to be fucking determined to do a boring shift every day.
Well, no, I said
you literally got to be one of them people that's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to repeat the same day over and over again because I want to.
But I clarified that, of course, there's discipline, hard work, fucking, all that is part of it.
Bodybuilding is not a skill-based endeavor, not even a little bit.
No.
Wow, I'm so shocked. I thought I was going to get
when you compare it to a sport like tennis or hockey or even track and field that has technical aspects to it. Yeah. There's honestly, you can have zero technical skill for anything in bodybuilding and still be a very good bodybuilder.
I'm one of the thickest fucking people on the planet. Yeah, sometimes. Like, this is why bodybuilding suits me, because you don't have to be super intelligent.
Yeah.
You don't have to be super skilled, because I'm not skilled. Give me a saw, I'll chop my own fucking hand off.
Like, so, you can make the case.
You can't say it's intelligence though. Like, there's a lot.
I do lack, bro. I did a fucking IT test to try and get an IT job. Yeah, I failed the IT test. Right? I was too slow, and the fucking test failed me because I was too slow.
There's plenty of athletes that aren't very smart though.
Okay, wait a second. So, Brett, do you think?
You can make the argument that weightlifting and like getting better at it is a skill per se, but I think when you think of like technicality of like technical sport skills, it's not really the same.
No, I think
because the thing is, in every single sport, weight training to some capacity is generally involved. So like if you're talking about football or basketball or hockey, they're all doing the weight training, and we don't consider that the skill of hockey. You're talking about the skill as the actual stick handling, puck, the sports.
That's what I was saying.
Skills, which we have none of.
Somebody gave me a really good example. They're like, if you look at the Olympics, right? Weightlifting is a skill.
Very skillful.
But so is fucking gymnastics. One can be mastered pretty relatively easily. Not the amount of weight you're lifting, but the actual skill of what you're doing. And one takes fucking decades to master. So that's kind of what I meant, is like, it takes more skill and talent to develop, you know, shooting a fucking free throw and nailing it every time, or a 3-pointer, or fucking a wrist shot into a net with a slap, and being able to put it into a certain part of the net, or throwing a football at a certain velocity and hitting a target. Like, to me, that's a lot harder than squatting a bar. That's all kind of I meant. And
like hard, like you say hard, like listen, squatting like a certain weight obviously is very hard, but to learn the movement and to become have affinity with that process is a lot easier in bodybuilding than it is in many other things. That's why I've never really stepped out of bodybuilding and done other things, because bodybuilding was pretty simple to approach.
Well, James, you're a perfect example. Is someone perfect to ask. You do extreme rollerblading and shit, and you bodybuild.
They were a lot harder. That was a lot harder, and that's why I stopped, because I got to a point where I wasn't skillful enough.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I used to run track, or like when Brett used to play football or run track, I mean, those things are a lot more skill based, you know, like when you're talking about like, you know, learning a playbook and like, you know, executing plays, or like, you know, doing block starts, or, you know, your form and stride in a track, you know, in running, like, or, you know, the way you take off, or, you know, pick your spots to jump from in a long jump or a triple jump. Like, these things are very skill technical based, you know.
And just to say, like,
team sports as well. Sorry.
No, go ahead, James. Sorry.
I'd say, like, if you look at team sports, how many cues are involved, and like the understanding of cues and to be able to be one step ahead. There's none of that in bodybuilding.
No,
like everything's just there in the moment. Just do it. Like in sport, you have to identify openings, closings,
or even think of something like that's very skill based, like Greco-Roman wrestling, or like in jiu-jitsu or MMA. Like that's very.
I was thinking martial arts.
Chess. You're literally playing chess. You have to know. Yeah. Jiu-jitsu, you literally are playing chess.
Yeah, Brett, what do you think about it? You're pretty quiet.
I think
you played football, so you kind of know.
Having athleticism propels you in bodybuilding, because I don't think everybody has it. So what I mean by that is, I don't think true athleticism is needed in bodybuilding, because a lot of it's just, you know, genetics based, paired with food, paired with, you know,
hard
just
work.
Getting your weights, hard work, right? But I feel like the guys that rise to the top actually have an athletic background, you know.
Yeah.
Because they understand, you know, they understand the movements, they understand, you know, fine motor skills. They've been doing it their whole life, you know. So like the Phils, like, you know, like with my background in football and stuff, you know, I applied a lot of that to, you know, bodybuilding. But with bodybuilding, it's not required though. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of good bodybuilders that don't have an athletic bone in their body. You know,
it's an asset, but not a necessity.
I guess the way I look at it is like this. When you want to become a great, and this, maybe I'm wrong, but you guys can correct me. If you want to become a great basketball player, a great football player, there is a certain technique that you have to master, right? I feel like if you want to become a great bodybuilder, like Ben's argument or Nick's argument or Guy was on actually saying the same thing, is there's a way to perfect a squat. And I'm like, that doesn't work with me, because I'm like, I see people doing all sorts of different ranges of motion, all sorts of different training,
and getting results,
and still getting results. So it's like, there's not a best way. Like when you see quarterback coaches and you see quarterbacks throwing a football, there's a way they do it. It's like they all kind of have a similar technique and a similar skill.
They all throw different, but I mean, there is a technique and a skill to throwing. I mean, like there is a skill, obviously, or a technique to squatting, but I don't think that it's necessarily
on the level. That's what I mean. And
it's also not as linear in terms of its necessity to cause progression. Because I mean, you can see guys that like trained like Branch Warren, or, you know, if you watch like Juan Morel when he would squat or deadlift or stuff, it's, you know, the form's a little looser.
It's different.
You know, it's not controlled negatives or eccentrics. And then you can see guys like James, you know, who will squat 8 plates with perfect form. Like, it's not necessarily one will, you know, be better than the other. It's all personal, right?
This is crazy. It's like it's totally indicative of the comment section from the last podcast, because half the people were like, it's a skill, and half the people were like, it's not a skill. So I'm like,
a lot of people, I think in truth, a lot of people want to say it's a skill because it makes you feel better about doing it.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Totally understandable.
I was saying that to the guys though. I said, look, I love bodybuilding more than anybody. I'm not knocking it in any way, shape, or form. It's like, it's just one skill is hard. Not all skills are equal. No. Like being a gymnast and being a bodybuilder is two totally different aspects, like two different skill sets, right? So
I think you got to weigh in the time component too, though. a lot of what with us and where we're at is because we outlasted other people.
Yes.
Yes,
You know,
it's
we
outlasted.
stuck to it
Endurance is
longer.
everything in bodybuilding.
Look at LeBron James. He was this when he was 20 years old. He's the exact same. Like, let's go off numbers, like averaging the same points, rebounds, assists as he is now at 36 years old. 37 years old. So it's like he didn't build up over time. Yeah, maybe like some skills are better, but he's still like averaging the same. Look at us 15 years ago. We aren't averaging the same as a bodybuilder.
Bodybuilding is a growth thing, isn't it?
It's purely a time and a growth thing.
Yeah, there's obviously components within bodybuilding that are slightly skill based, but they're not paramount to becoming a successful bodybuilder by any capacity.
Like you say, you can see one person train like dog shit, still get results. It's just there is no set standard. Really.
Well, and Branch is guy called Branch for backup because I wouldn't agree with them. So Branch's assessment was that Michael Jordan and Ronnie Coleman are the same, and I'm like,
I completely disagree.
Not close at all. Like
not even close. Ronnie, from a skill based standpoint, is actually quite low in the bodybuilding totem.
Well, I don't want to say anything negative.
I'm looking forward to seeing the response to that now.
No, I don't mean that. I'm just saying in terms of like, let's compare this. Sorry, let me clarify, just so anyone doesn't freak out. Let's compare Ronnie with like a John Jewett, okay?
Oh yeah, John's like the epitome of like educated.
Do you think Ronnie has the skill base and the knowledge base that John Jewett has in terms of technical performance, movement assessment analysis, dietary drug analysis, like all
but knowledge and skill are two different things, so don't conflate them.
I know, but I'm also saying in terms of movement patterns.
Yeah.
I think someone like that spends their life literally studying it versus someone who just loves to lift weights in bodybuilding. There's a big difference in terms of their capacity there and their skill base there. But obviously Ronnie is a significantly better bodybuilder than John Jewett,
Yeah. Because I think bodybuilding, it's not as much skill based as it is genetic and work ethic.
Yes, 100%.
I think that's work ethic. Work ethic and genetics are literally the two.
It's work ethic and time and consistency. That's literally all that makes a good bodybuilder.
I think I'm putting all that into work ethic. Like if you have consistency, discipline, and the time to endure, that's work ethic. And then you have the genetic component, and you put them together. I don't feel like skill is high on that totem pole. It's a very low. It's a very low part of what we do.
Yeah, like Brett said. Like I remember being younger, and I was like, I'll be a better bodybuilder than so and so, because I know they're not going to last as long as me. They may be better, but they won't be here when I'm still here. Like I almost relied on that in my career. Like
I mean, this is a prime example. This is a prime example because me and James are a great example here because from a genetic predisposition standpoint to roundness, prettiness of muscles, all these things, we're not necessarily the best, but we beat guys that have a lot more tools than us by just hard work. And that wasn't because of skill. That was just because of hard work.
Work ethic. Yeah. I mean, Branch is a good example. Branch will say that himself. He'll say like, I outdid people, outworked people.
Yes.
So that's all I meant. So anybody who's watching Ben was trying to.
Sorry, and Brett, that wasn't me taking away from the hard work for Brett or Fouad. I'm just saying you guys have prettier physiques than me or James. So
yeah.
Yeah, I think it got confusing because Ben was trying to stick the point that I said it wasn't a skill, and I'm like,
it's a skill, but it's less of it.
It's a skill, but it's not like other sports. That was kind of my
and the main component of bodybuilding isn't skill based. It's like what makes bodybuilding is those other ingredients that we've
that's
all
kind of
highlighted right now.
Say. Yeah, I guess that's what I was ultimately trying to say.
There's skill in everything. It just depends to what degree.
Yeah. All right, I'm glad we got that. It's interesting. I'd like to see what the comment section says now because it's everybody has a different. It was interesting reading the comments. Everybody has a very different viewpoint on the subject.
Like I said, I think a lot of it comes down to people like feeling negative about themselves if they don't think it's a skill. But you shouldn't feel negative because we're trying to tell you that laborious hard work is also a massive component. So pat yourself on the back for being a hard worker.
Well, I was trying to say that during the last podcast too. I said, look, this has nothing. I'm not in any way, shape, or form knocking bodybuilding. It's just a different form of talent. It's a different form of talent, or you get a pat on the back for a different reason. It's not because you can. It's not because your skill set is really high. It's because it's almost better. It's almost like
you're a fucking machine.
That's right. Yeah. All right. One more thing. Have you guys been following any of this? The fucking JRE shit, the Joe Rogan shit.
That's really. I haven't, but I see it every now and then. It's fucking stupid, from my understanding.
It's like the whole world is trying to cancel fucking Joe Rogan.
They're trying to get Spotify to even cancel them. What the fuck are they doing?
And I've read some
real shit.
It's not the whole world. It's just the side of the media.
The mainstream.
The media is showing us what they want to show us.
You know, it's probably 50-50 or even more than that.
No, I misspoke. You're right. It's like the mainstream media left side of the aisle is trying to like.
I was watching a video on this last night. Yeah, I'm interested too. And these guys are like, this is the worst thing the mainstream media can do because like you're literally proving our point. Like he's actually he's the only one standing up and saying the truth. And you guys are proving the point because you're trying to cancel him, you know? Yeah. It's almost like you just got to let it happen, you know, like, because now it's just bringing more attention to it.
The funny thing is that the thing I find the funniest about it is the news is comparing themselves to a fucking comedian. Like this is just a guy has a podcast who likes to talk to different types of people.
They don't like the power that's come from, you know, they don't like the truth. They hate it and it's just fucking stupid because the news for the last however long has been just about literally shifting opinion. Yeah, like it's not about the truth, it's about making us all feel a certain way for an agenda. So it's now someone's come along with no agenda, open-minded, letting people speak, and the world can't fucking hack it. Because
I guess I wanted to just kind of make one point because some people commented the last time I brought this up and they were like, well, he's spreading misinformation and blah blah blah, and that's bad for people. And all I want to say is
so does the fucking
I don't think anybody should ever be for censorship because I mean maybe there are some instances like I don't know what instances I would think of, but I think like
if it's like life damaging, you know,
like whether you're on the left or right side of this or whatever side you're on of it, I don't think you should be for shutting people up. Yeah, like that's not a good thing like for society, man. People should be able to speak. Other people should be able to listen, and people should be able to formulate their own fucking opinions.
But nobody's forcing anybody to listen to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, it's like.
If you don't like what he talks about, don't watch it. It's pretty simple, you know?
Well, one of the other points I heard that was really good is like, look, if your idea is better, then people will listen to your idea. But obviously you're scared of his ideas because they're making sense to people.
Yeah, all he's doing is bringing a different light, you know,
perspective.
Yeah, bringing in professionals from a different field to give you, you know, give you their opinions, and then you can weigh it. So like,
you still have to make a decision,
and you can make your own decisions. Yeah.
The funny thing is too is like, why are you attacking Joe Rogan? Why don't you just attack the people that come on his show? Because he's not the one, you know, that's
giving them a platform, you know.
Yeah. And also another main point I heard is he's not opposed to having both sides of the argument, on the platform. So go on his show and make your fucking case. If you're on,
and he was even saying, like, someone was asking, was like, would you have Fauci on the show? He's like, fuck yeah, I would. Awesome.
Of course, but he's not going to do it. Yeah, he's not going to do it because he's going to sound fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I just want to make the point that fucking people need to, because I have friends who are like, we should shut this person up and we should shut that person up. And I'm like, man, you guys don't understand. You're only saying that because you agree with this. You agree with that narrative, but what if it's something you don't agree with and they're trying to shut it up?
I can't understand that point of view. Like there's so many things that like I might not necessarily personally agree with, like that are said or go on in the world. I would never be like, don't let them speak. Like, who cares? You know?
Yeah, you just choose where you put your ears, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I just either I listen to it and I listen to both sides and I form my opinion and that I decide I don't like that side, or I just don't involve myself in it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I just want to clear that up. Ian, what are we doing here? You're in middle off season?
Yeah.
3:0 what now?
So I've weighed myself fasted in the morning. I'm like almost like right 300 on the button.
Yeah.
And then I weighed myself after meal 1 the other day. I was 301.4.
So that one doesn't count though.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I weighed myself at night after eating Five Guys. I was
one meal. I said 1 meal.
I'm like, what's the point of that? It's the fasted number is what counts. That's it.
Well, it's because I'd done that one first. I weighed myself the other day. Like I took a shower after meal 2 or meal 1, and then I stepped on the scale, and then I was 301.4. And then I was like, okay, well, I need to get it fasted. So I stepped on it like butt ass naked. And I'm like right around 300. Yeah.
All right. So Brett, what are you going to say? He's 300, right?
Yes. Well, I agree. I
would 300. It's fucking with first thing. After you got to take that piss, that morning shit, then get on the scale.
Yeah, you got to piss and shit too. If you're fucking
get that out first.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
The shit is important because the shit can weigh like fucking 5 pounds. Okay, no.
So what's going on here? You said you're doing the later shows.
No, I'm just doing Texas in August.
Texas, isn't it?
Texas in August. So you got still what? You got like fucking 4 months off season?
Yeah, I'm gonna start prepping probably like May, right?
Oh, so you only got like 3 months.
Yeah, another 2 months or so. Yeah,
2 months. Yeah. So how high are you going to get? You think? How heavy you think you'll get?
I mean, hopefully not any heavier.
Are you still like in shape? Like you still look pretty good at that weight?
Yeah, no, I'm still in good shape. I'm not fat or
But you don't want to get heavier. You want to just stay there and get leaner.
I don't want to get heavier because it's not pleasant being this heavy for me. But I want to be more muscular, but I don't want to feel worse.
Is this the heaviest you've ever been?
Yeah.
Are you having like all the off-season pains of fucking being massive, like
God,
putting your shoes on and fucking trying to sleep?
CPAP?
I have one currently. I'm just adjusting to using it. Yeah.
Let's
go through the same process, bro.
Yeah, James just fucking hooked that up. I want to see. Actually, I just want to look at that real quick. You posted.
I haven't done one yet, but I know this next off.
This is the first time I've ever used one. My sleep has actually been quite bad.
Yeah,
I think it's on your. What page did you post that picture on, James?
Did I actually do a main page post?
Or was it a story you posted?
It's probably only a story, dude.
Because you posted your mask, and I'm like, I've never seen that mask before.
Yeah, it's like an under nose. It is nose, but it's like they sit under your nose and then.
Yeah. But it covered your mouth too.
Yeah.
Is it comfortable? Because I can't find a mask I like.
It's not bad. I've said to Jordan was the one that suggested it.
Yeah.
I think that's what
he sent me the link. Yeah, he sent
me a different mask because the one I have is just nose. It's like a cup over your nose.
Yeah, you're probably gonna want a whole face one, bro.
Yeah, because I'm not used to the rhythm of breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth.
Same. That's why
it feels like I'm thinking about it a lot, and it makes it hard for me to fall asleep. I don't find the mask or anything uncomfortable. I find the rhythm of breathing is difficult to get into.
Yeah, but wait a minute. It doesn't I have one that just covers my nose, right? But it's supposed to suction your mouth shut, so your mouth shouldn't be open anyway.
Yeah, but he's not used to that. If he's a mouth breather, you still got to open your mouth.
But I also you can't exhale in your nose into it. It's like pressured against it. It's hard.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's what I do.
It's like when I breathe against it, feels like I'm forcing against the air. It's quite hard to breathe out into it through your nose.
I can't even open my mouth with mine. Like when mine's on, it's suction my mouth closed.
Really?
Yeah.
You boys got a different one.
No, I just breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
Brett, you wear one? To be fair, there's so many different ones.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just I want to try whatever works. And right now I'm like,
Brett hasn't got one yet.
No, you don't need one yet. You're not big enough.
You will have one.
I was close this past offseason. I hit 280, and like I wasn't sleeping well and snoring bad. But I was like, I'm always like, oh, I'm 3 weeks out from prep. I'm good. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, you lose weight.
And now I'm gonna need one. But can you sleep on your side? No, or just straight up and down?
No, side's fine.
Side's fine.
You can't sleep on side.
So the good thing for me was when I was really big, my lower back would bother me because I sleep on my stomach.
Yeah.
So now with the mask, I can actually sleep on my back because it keeps my mouth closed, so my tongue doesn't fucking choke me.
I never could sleep on my back because I'd choke.
Yeah.
But with the CPAP, I can actually sleep on my back.
That's right. Yeah. And my lower back started feeling better.
It's funny. I find sleeping on my back the most uncomfortable.
Me too. But with the mask on, I feel like it's different. I don't know, for some reason. It's like, because I would choke when I slept on my back before. I could never sleep.
Yeah.
So now, and I realized my lower back was taking a beating because it was like cranked all night long because I was sleeping on my stomach.
Yeah, I sleep on my stomach a lot.
Yeah. So my lower back started to feel really good after I started wearing it and sleeping on my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually the biggest benefit of it to me. But okay. All right, let's do some questions. Oh, Fouad, what are your thoughts on, and have you ever used a belt to squat? What do you guys think?
I use a belt to squat.
I think once you get to a certain weight, it's like sleeves or knee wraps, and it's just something that comes out for the mindset, but also physical protection to a certain extent.
I don't wear a belt to squat, but I don't squat that heavy. So like I would
only put my belt on to squat like maybe over 4 plates.
Yeah, 4 and above I tend to belt.
Yeah, see, I squat 4 plates for regular, so I don't feel like I need a belt.
Yeah.
I don't really wear a belt when I deadlift. I don't wear
a belt. What are you laughing at, Brett?
You squat 4 plates regularly.
What do you mean? No, not now. Not now.
Okay.
Hey, fuck you. I can do 3. It's not that far off.
I believe it, just not regularly.
I did 3 last week with a safety squat.
I believe that.
James, you don't like to deadlift in a belt?
No, I don't actually. No. Yeah, I feel like that's when I feel most restricted. Strangely.
Yeah, I need to wear. I can't wear a powerlifting size belt. It needs to be like a
Cardillo. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wear it slightly looser so that I can really like brace and push hard against it. Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna squat 4 plates every week from now on. Just to piss Brett off.
Don't do it.
I'm going off. That's it. I'm starting fucking this week. I'm building back up to 4 plates.
If you end up tearing your fucking quads or something, I'm gonna be mad at you.
I'll blame Brett for it. Brett egged me on. Listen, I'll make this clear to you, Brett. Whenever I talk about bodybuilding on this podcast, I mean when I was younger. I don't mean now.
In his prime.
Yeah, when I actually had a physique that like didn't fucking ache and hurt every day. Rate my physique. No. Thoughts about workout and smoking marijuana after? You guys don't care, right?
Because I don't really smoke weed, so I can't really comment.
Do you smoke weed? Do you smoke weed right after you train sometimes, Brett?
I mean, if it's at night, I only smoke weed at night, like like right before, get home and before bed and stuff. So
yeah, I only smoke weed in the day after I've trained. I won't ever smoke in a day before I've trained.
No.
So after's okay.
Oh no, yeah. I've heard people fucking say that it feels better. Their training feels better when they smoke weed.
I have smoked weed and trained, and it only feels better if you're like training like arms,
Yeah.
You're training arms, you're like, this is the best contraction. Oh my God, this feels good. But then you go to train legs and you're like, nope, never mind,
I couldn't imagine fucking smoking weed and trying to train.
Not for what we do.
Maybe like you said, maybe arms. Maybe
I remember doing it. I remember first time I did it was, this was a long time ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, whatever. But I went in there, we smoked, and then we were lifting. And it felt like everything I was doing was like 100 reps. I was like doing 10 reps. I'm just like, how many fucking reps am I doing? Like, is this done yet? And
when you're high, though, time goes by so much slower, I find.
Yeah.
I've never tried it. I think I'm going to try it one day.
Yeah, do it. I mean,
you might as well.
I should do it and film it and see how fucked up it is.
That would be
fine. You're over in the corner just staring at the wall.
I've done it to train our arms like maybe 2 or 3 times, and it's good for that. But other than that, I don't like it. Yeah.
I think if Fouad does a video, you kind of have to have the spliff with you while you're in the gym and just gradually get more stoned.
Yeah.
So we want to see how the session starts.
Every exercise, have it to
set 2.
Can you imagine like James this morning, like high and being like, okay, I'm going to squat 8 plates. Like you're like, no, you're not going to do that.
You can't walk out 8 plates from a squat rack when you're baked.
I can't imagine.
Your legs will probably break below you and be like, oh, this feels nice.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I'm floating.
Well, today's arm day, and I'm training with Paul. So if I tell Paul, he'll be excited.
Yeah, you and Paul get a little baked and train some arms. It'll be good.
Paul's been trying to get me to smoke weed for since the beginning
Today's
of our friendship. Yeah.
Today's the day.
You don't smoke weed with Paul ever?
I did one time, and we didn't talk for fucking like 6 hours.
Really?
Oh, you went into a silent one.
We smoked. For some reason, I thought I was going to be able to handle it. So he went to this weed shop, and I heard him tell the guy, he's like, I want the highest THC you have. So he gets like whatever he got, and we get back and he starts smoking. He's like, you want something? I'm like, sure. So I take it. I hit it a couple times. Next thing I know, I can't speak. I'm like, my feet feel like they're glued to the floor. My head feels like it has a hole in the back of it, and I'm like, I'm just dead silent. Don't want to say a word.
That's too strong.
I hated it. It was the worst feeling ever. I'm like, when is this gonna fucking end? And every time he tried to talk to me, I'm like, don't talk to me right now. Just fucking.
Yeah, it can be too much if it's too strong or if the strain's not right. I had a friend round one time and we got stoned, and he literally was sitting next to me on the sofa. Next minute, he was on the floor in the middle of my rug saying it's pulling him in. Literally, he thought he was in a whirlpool in the middle of my front room floor. I was like, oh, fuck. Like,
you know what I find?
To some people.
You know what I find the worst part of it is? I'll say something and I don't know what I said. It's the worst. I hate that more than anything.
Your short-term memory goes to like almost nothing.
Yeah.
Fouad, I remember I was in Florida with Luke and we came on the show and he got me baked. Yeah, we were on this.
I think I remember that.
Shit. I started spinning around. Like I said something and then I was like, oh, I forgot where I was. And it happened loads. And I actually sat purposely back to the side of the camera, so I'm half off because I couldn't face the camera.
I think you messaged me after that. And you're like, I'm sorry, I was high.
It was Luke it's blamed the fucker because he literally gave me a THC pen and made me tote the shit out of it. I was so fucked. I was like, I felt like we were actually live. Like I thought we were like live to thousands of people. So I was like, really yeah, I was literally like gradually moving off the camera. I was like, fuck this. I kept losing track of what I was saying. It was terrible, but that does happen.
That's the worst, the losing track of what I'm saying. Because I'll say something, I'm like, did I just say that out loud or was that in my head?
Yeah.
And then you're telling a story and you just lose track of what you're
and it goes off like to some other
and you're like,
thing.
fuck, what were we talking about?
Also, do you boys find like you start really upright and then before you know it, you're laying down?
You're just sliding
Like,
down in a chair.
Gradually like, I'm scared, well comfy.
Oh, how's your new setup? I saw the fucking this thing. I just remembered.
Yeah, it's good, man.
How's the new setup? Look at this fucking
decent, man. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, it's getting there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's getting there. I've got to like put a shelf above these black panels with those LED lights on the side on the left, those security things. They're not staying there. They will actually be installed under a shelf above this black panel that will
so it'll shine down. Yeah.
And then I'll I'm kind of just playing around with it, and then I'll get rid of this shelf that's on the right that you can just about see and put something nice
this over here.
Does
your wife absolutely hate you or what?
No, she doesn't mind. She's quite happy that I'm just keeping myself busy, you know.
I'm just like, how much time does this take? Like, how much?
All the time when I'm not in the gym.
That's what I'm saying. Like, by the time you do all this and you spend all the time in the gym and you spend all the time cooking, is your wife like, what the fuck? What about me?
She don't mind. Do you know what? Yeah, she's chill, bro. Do you know what?
I said we're bodybuilders. We literally just live at home. Like
I know, but he lives at home on the computer. So I'm like, does your wife ever like?
But you're still like in the same house, like see each other.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like, we're very happy to be in the same place. And to be fair, she spends just as much time watching people that do what I'm doing, but who are better than me. So
she watches gamers.
She's downstairs every day watching gamers who are so much better than me. So I'm pissed. I'm trying to win her like attention, trying to get better, and I'm failing miserably. So she's involved anyway in her own way.
Yeah. So
cool,
so you want to become a good gamer just to get her to watch you?
Yeah.
This is like, imagine if Melissa just watched videos of Nick Walker all day, you know?
Because it's true. It's literally that. Imagine coming downstairs, seeing your YouTube on, and it's fucking Nick Walker. You'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Look, Yannicka tagged me.
I wouldn't blame her.
Yannicka tagged me in this today.
Oh yeah, she's there. Yeah, she's relaxing at the cabin. She got there today.
This is the double shit. This is the double shitter, right?
Yes. So see that little toilet on the right, that red with the little red symbol thing in the middle.
This thing?
There, there's two seats. Yeah, in there, there's two seats next to each other with polystyrene seats and just two holes that have got shit blown.
Have you been in here to shit with her?
Bare times, loads of times, man.
Listen, wait a minute. No, serious. Come on. So you went in there with her.
Oh shit with Yannicka now. I don't care.
And you both took a shit together.
I've shat in there with Yannicka.
Was there
at least pissed in there, or she shat while I
wait. What was it? What was it like though? Are you like can you smell her shit? Like, can you hear her shitting?
Oh,
like, does she fart? And you're like, oh, good one. Like, I don't know.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm pissing or shitting, whatever I'm doing. It's quite loud, so I don't really listen.
I had the most awkward fucking shitting moment the other day. So Brett knows at the Revive gym. So they have like the main change rooms on the right, and on the left they have these like private washrooms, like a hallway of private washrooms. So there's 6 of them, I guess 6 or 8 of them. And I'm mid workout training with Julian and Chris. Yes, this is or Julian Nettie the other day. And I'm feeling like something's just like not quite right. And I'm like, I'm not sure if it's a shit or a fart, you know, but it feels like hot and grumbly, you know? Yeah. So I go to the private washrooms just to be safe. So I go over to the private washrooms, and there's just a lady just hanging out against the wall right in the middle of the hall of the private.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck my life. So I go to the farthest one, but I'm still like 8 feet from her, you know? I sit down the toilet instantly, man. I'm just like, you know, like just fucking splatter works and like, you know, everything.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I sit in there for a minute, like try and take my time, look at my phone, hoping she's like gone by the time I get out. I get out, she's just standing there with a big smile on her face. I'm like, fuck my life.
Yeah.
No.
See, whenever I go for a shit in Kings, I put my headphones on so it makes loads of sound in my own ears.
Yeah.
So I don't, because then I don't care. If I can't hear it, I don't give a fuck.
Nobody else can either.
Yeah, honestly, it cancels out. You lose all your embarrassment if you just listen to something really loud.
I was trying to make it silent, but it just was not.
No, yeah, that makes it smell worse and fucking louder.
Oh, it doesn't make it smell worse.
It
doesn't make it smell worse.
You clench your little arsehole and fucking force it out in a it pisses out. It's horrible.
Get streaming.
Ian, could you go into a cabin like that and shit with Melissa sitting next to you shitting?
Ian would love it with Melissa.
Yeah, no problem.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, Melissa will shit with the fucking door open, man. I don't give a shit.
Brett?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I could do it, but I would be like laughing the whole time. And
I would laugh, yeah.
I could do it if it was a dare. I wouldn't do it like on purpose. I wouldn't
do it on purpose.
Well, that's the thing. You don't time it. Yeah, you don't purposely time it that you both go shit at the same time. It's just something.
I just don't understand the whole premise. Like, why is there 2 toilets next to each other?
Because normally it's probably for like children, like an adult will take their child or 2 children. I don't know. Like it's more like to teach fucking kids to potty train, probably. I don't know. I'll have to ask. I'll have to find out. I'm not too sure.
Sorry, I missed some context. What is this? Where is this washroom?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were on the podcast. So in Norway, sorry, explain, James. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Yannicka has a cabin that's 2 hours away from her house in Norway.
Like her family owns or something?
Yeah, and it's lovely, but there's obviously no toilet in the actual cabin.
Yeah.
So that's the guest house. That's new. This is the original cabin, which is like 100 years old. It's brilliant. Oh, nice. There's no toilet in there. So the toilet's actually behind the camera. And you go out basically there to do a shit. So it's literally outside. So it's just like
but there's 2 toilets next to each other.
They're both
no wall. It's like Ian, picture picture one bench with 2 toilets. Yeah.
2 holes. Yeah. It's like Jack and Jill, but toilets instead of a sink.
When we go hunting, obviously, because we have a cabin built on the property, but there's obviously no toilets. We have an outhouse that's like, I don't know, maybe 15 yards from the cabin. Yeah. And when the season we hunt in, it's like snow and cold in Canada, right? It's like November, December. And it's like, generally you want to be the first guy in the washroom in the outhouse, so it's like not gross. But in this case, you actually want to be last because the other 3 guys warm it up for you.
Yeah.
So it smells the worst, but it's nice and warm. Yeah. And we have a seat that's made of styrofoam, so when you sit on it, it actually gets like hot.
Yeah. That's what this is made out of. That's what it's made out of.
Like a foam. Yeah.
So
I
James,
think Norway must be very similar to some parts of Canada, but where it is if you look at like the Earth, where it is in line with the equator.
James, could you sit on that toilet with another guy?
Oh, 100%. I got nothing against that, man.
Oh, that's so weird.
I really don't mind shitting next to people.
I got a really private thing with shitting. I just want to be alone.
I don't mind, man.
Could you do it next to Guy when he hangs his pants up in front of him and you're
takes his pants all the way off?
I could definitely do it next to Guy. It'd be an experience, but I definitely could.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's impossible. I'm pretty like when it comes to shitting, man, like I'll shit anywhere. Like, some people when they go out, they're like, oh, that toilet's a bit dingy, I don't want to shit in there. Like if it's in the middle of like a shopping center or restaurant that's just got like crappy toilet, I'll shit everywhere. I don't care.
Really?
Like shit is a shit. You got to do it.
Yeah.
I try and hold it to get home.
I don't, because that hurts my belly, man. And then I end up shitting down my leg.
Depends. Like if I know I'm going to be home in 15 minutes, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Fouad, I've once held in a poo and all it did is turn it into more liquid and it came out and went down one leg.
Yeah.
Literally. I was walking home from the gym. I was like, hold it in. And I got like really near my house. I got to like the corner of my road and I had stomach pain just pop out of nowhere. And next thing you knew, my fucking leg was rinsed with a waterfall of shit.
But
terrible.
I was like,
really bad.
I must have been in grade, maybe early high school, 8, 9, 10. And my best friend Brock lived next door to me. And this girl named Jade, who was like the hot girl at the time, lived like 3 houses down from us. And we were all walking home from school. And I can't remember what it was or what we were talking about, but I told some kind of joke. And Brock started laughing, and he was wearing shorts, and he shit himself, and it fell down his leg and into like his shoe with the Jade girl walking with us. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh my god!
Mate, I grew up with some weird friends, and like my friends were the type of people that were used to do things with their shit.
Yeah.
I remember being like, this is graphic. I was in a tree once, tree climbing as a young child, and there's 3 of us at the park, and all I realized is my friend literally pulled his own poo out of his ass and threw it on my mate's head. Literally.
What the fuck?
Literally. It hit his head and it bounced off. It literally
was
he was lucky.
No, that's monkey.
That's low IQ. That's low IQ. That's what I'm talking about, low IQ. Where you play with your own shit and throw it at each other. I didn't do it. It was just I remember my friend doing it specifically. Yeah. Terrible.
Watch out for that turd.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Awful, isn't it?
Have you ever been hit on by a member of the same sex at the gym? If so, explain how it happened.
I haven't at the gym. Instagram DMs though, crazy.
I did way back. I think it was like 19. In the fucking.
I've had some like older kind of like those like older kind of weird like gay guys that'll that are like 50 years old but still wear like stringers and really short shorts.
Yeah.
That are like kind of hit on to me, but like I think they're everyone.
I remember I was in the sauna I used to train and then I would sit in the sauna for a little bit before going home. I don't know. It's just a thing I did.
You were just asking for it then.
I was asking for it.
True.
You're going to the sauna. You're asking for it.
I'm sitting there in a pair of shorts and I got a towel over my shorts. So I don't think you could tell I was wearing shorts. This other older guy comes in, same kind of guy you're talking about, Ian. Comes in, and you know how there's two benches in the sauna, like upper one and a lower one. I'm sitting on the upper one. So he comes in and sits on the lower one, like a couple feet over. And he starts talking to me. So I'm like trying to be nice and talk to him. Then he's like, do you want to lift up your towel a little bit? And I'm like, what the fuck?
What? You want to lift up your towel a little bit?
So I was I'm like, no, man, I'm good. I fucking left the sauna in a hurry. I think that was the only time I've ever been like, that was true being hit on. I mean, people sent me DMs and stuff, but that was fucking pretty uncomfortable, man. I'm like, I think that was one of the last times I went in the sauna.
He had no fear. He went in straight.
No, he went straight in, man. He was fucking aggressive.
You want to take your towel up a little bit?
Oof. Yeah. I'm like, that's fucking a little bit too much.
It's always the older single guys.
It is, man. It is.
I was posing before, and like this guy came in a couple times, like watching pose and like talking it up, and then one time he came in and he walks over and he gets close. He's like, man, he like starts touching my leg. He literally came over. And he goes, man, you have legs like Tom Platz. And I go,
oh, you know that he likes a bit.
I go, no, I don't. And don't fucking touch me. Like, don't.
Yeah.
It's always the men that know old school bodybuilders that are the ones that like men.
Yeah.
So when he's meant, if a bodybuilder comes up, if a man comes up to you and mentions Tom Platz, he doesn't know any current bodybuilders. He wants the cock.
He just wants to touch the leg. He just wants the legs.
It's like if I came up to one of you and went, oh, you remind me of Bill, was it Bill Pearl?
Yeah.
Bill Pearl.
Yeah. So if I said that, you know that I'm probably swinging.
That's the sign. You're like, okay.
Yeah, it's the sign. So if they reference any bodybuilder pre 1982, 85, then they're definitely after your.
How uncomfortable is it when people touch you? Because I got that a lot. Like I'd be at the grocery store and guys would be like, oh, fucking, you work out, and they just reach out and grab your arm. I'm like,
I only get that from old black ladies.
I get that from old ladies, period, which that doesn't bother me. But I used to get it a lot from men too.
I like it from the old black ladies. It makes me feel good.
Yeah. It makes me feel good.
It's the chest ups.
Yeah. No, but seriously, have you guys ever been grabbed by dudes just being like,
oh yeah.
It's really fucking irritating. Like, why are you?
That's part of the reason. Like, I'm not social anymore, man. Like, seriously, like, I don't go to bars or anything anymore because it became this thing where like you'd be just stand there and some drunk dude would come up and start hitting, like not intentionally, but man, your arms are so big. Like,
it's so awkward.
How much you bench press? Like, I just hated those awkward interactions so much. I'm just like, I don't want to be around this sober. You know what I mean? Like,
Question for the group: your thoughts on the Arnold's lineup?
Amazing.
What Arnold's
lineup? The Arnold's lineup.
Arnold's. Is this a joke about the way we're saying it, or is this an actual question?
No, it's an actual question.
He listed it.
I mean, I think we've all expressed how excited we are to watch the Arnold.
Ian, it says Arnold's on the trophy.
Does it?
Yeah.
No.
Why are you smiling?
I mean, I came second to the Arnold, by the way.
The Arnold's.
Many of you forgot,
But you don't have the first place.
6 months ago.
I don't know. I need to see my medal of what it says on it.
Wait.
Congratulations on your second place at the Arnold's.
I really like it back in March, man. I think it's like it's a lot of hype. And that's not just me competing in it, but like I think this is what bodybuilding needs. It needs that time where there's a dead period, and then like everyone looks forward.
You need two premier shows. Yeah, you need two premier shows to break the year up.
Yeah. So it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a very good show. It's a very good show.
Wait,
the only people that
question
in it
is wait, two things. Is Rafael Brandao dropped out? Yes.
I heard something. Did Chris Acevo say something?
And someone else had dropped out, right?
Shaban, isn't it?
I heard Mo Shaban and
that one says Arnold.
See?
No, but the other one says Arnold's.
Yeah, because it was from like 1985.
So I'm just older. That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
No one says Arnold too. Crazy.
I didn't say that any trophy says Arnold's. I just said that Arnold said Arnold.
No, I know it does. I already pulled it up on another podcast. I just can't find
it.
Yeah.
There's Nick. Nick. See what Nick says. No, up in the center.
Look, Arnold's Classic 2007.
Yeah, see, they used to. Yeah.
See, from my era.
Wait. But that's the most muscular.
So it's still Arnold's classic.
It doesn't count as the most muscular award.
What does Nick say? Nick's in the middle there. Can we read it from here?
Yeah, can we read it?
No, up.
Oh, Nick's trophy's facing him.
No,
Nick's
that's a different
facing
trophy.
him.
I'm talking about the vase.
Yeah, they don't do the vase anymore, do they?
I don't know, but
yeah, they do. I like the vase, man. It's sick.
I'm allowed to say it because it says it here.
Yeah. Okay.
My shirt says Arnold Classic. No S.
That's my era. I'm allowed to say it.
This is from this year, so we're using this.
Yeah, but that vase is from 07. That's Fouad's era, so he can get away with it.
Yeah, I'm allowed.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Arnold lineup? So I'm
Good.
probably taking this from an old thing, but okay. So what about Raphael? So did Raphael drop out? And then I saw something like Chris Acetos called him a chicken or some shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, but I think that was a joke of Chris. Chris has got humor in it. He's just
okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I don't think it's serious. And then because he's
anyone know why he posted?
He's posted pictures of him since.
Raphael?
So I think he's just focusing on the Olympia.
Yeah. I mean, has anything changed with our guesses?
No.
Anybody want to change their?
No, I don't think any of us had Rafa in that top. Like,
no, but I just mean overall, after seeing a lot of the guys posting, like, you know, Regan's posted some more stuff and Brett's posted some more stuff, and
I think our estimates are good.
Kuklo's
Samson just keeps looking better and better, man.
It looks good, man. That
I'm actually
put up looks fucking sick. I gotta say it.
I think when I do my final predictions, Samson's gonna be in my top 5.
Yeah, if Samson can really get that conditioning in, he's gonna do some damage for sure.
Yeah,
he's really impressive, man.
But this is like training with Chris.
Right?
If him training with Chris Jones sort of gets his back a little bit better than it's been.
Who's Chris Jones?
Yeah, who's that?
Who he trains back with every week? He's his old friend.
Oh, just in the UK.
He's an old bodybuilder from the UK. He's great. He's a lovely guy, and but he's pretty knowledgeable. So I think on back days, Samson goes over to his gym to train with him. That's what he's been doing.
At what age do you start your first cycle? How many years of natural training before gear?
Oh, man, I was
the
17.
first day you step in the gym, start gear.
I was 17.
I wanted to ask you guys this, actually. When did you start?
I was 17 years old.
I was 19.
I was 20.
Well, I look the oldest.
I was 25.
Yeah, you were old.
So I started doing like I got fat in high school, and then I started doing like circuit training and cardio. I did that for a couple of years. I don't know if you call that working out. When I started actually bodybuilding
and cardio, what, just to lose weight?
Yeah, because I wanted to lose. So I went from 235 to like 190. And I felt pretty good about myself. Then I went to my first bodybuilding show, and then I decided to compete. That day, I started doing gear. So I was like 20, and I started specifically because I was going to compete.
Yeah,
but I'd never done.
I started because I was going to compete.
Yeah. I'd never done it before that.
My first show I was 18, so I started like dabbling in some D-bowl when I was like 17.
How long were you training before you started gear, James? Did you start training earlier than that?
I actually did do weights really young. I was like 13 or something when I first started lifting.
Because
I was I had an interest in weights since I kid you not, like my dad left dumbbells and shit in the house, and I was using them as a fucking toddler.
Like
fucking around with them. Like,
I went to the my mom trained at the YMCA in Canada when I was young, so I would just tag along with her. So I was going when I was like 13, 14, and then I started running track. So then I was training for that as well, right?
Yeah.
So how many years before you started gear then? Like five? Yeah.
It's Brett, about 5 each then, isn't it? Yeah.
Brett, how long did you start training? You were playing football. Were you training like with weights and stuff all during football?
I mean, I started training when I was like 15, 16 years old.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So you started a long time.
Football.
I have a theory.
You've done the best.
I have a theory about my injuries. I always thought because I didn't get enough time with the weights naturally, that maybe that's why I have more injuries. I don't know if that's just completely a theory. Nobody take
that's
it.
That's what you think. Yeah.
That's just my own thought. Like, so basically I'm just trying to say to people, like, if you can take a couple years and actually train like a bodybuilder and train seriously without gear.
The more time you could get continually building a physique naturally, the better. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, do you know, like we had a really good bodybuilder here, you know, Sean Tavernier.
Yeah.
He was a 212.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, bro, he didn't start gear till like 32 or something.
He's got an amazing physique.
Yeah. Crazy. From there, he literally turned pro in the IFBB, top 5 at the Olympia in the 212. And then obviously went over to PCA for a bit to win some money. But he started late.
Yeah.
I'm sure I spelled his name wrong, so I apologize to whoever's watching that cares.
Yes.
But this is who we're talking about.
Oh shit.
Yeah. dense yeah. That was when he actually wasn't quite as good there, but there was like periods where it's when he started working back with Nathan Harmon is when he started getting really crazy.
Isn't he like he's under 212, right?
Yeah.
He's very short.
Yeah, he's competes in the PCA, correct?
He did.
He was IFBB and then he went to PCA. The money was good. He was making good money. He was winning everything.
That's a crazy physique, man.
A lot of muscle. Nice guy as well. Very nice.
This is bodybuilding Kevin Hart right here.
Yeah. Look at the proportions, though. Look at the proportions.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, man. Like, fuck. He's got a good mohawk too. I like that.
I was at his first show he ever done. I watched him do it. He smoked it. He literally wiped the floor with his first show.
I believe it.
Yeah,
he won the British he won the British like 4 or 5 times.
I think I competed against him, or at least have seen him compete.
Yeah, I feel like I have too. Actually,
I don't know if you would have, Ian. I think he was.
Well, I've been to I think I was at this Olympia that he competed in the 212.
Oh, okay. When did he leave the IFBB?
Like as he's watching as a spectator, not competing.
Yeah.
I can't remember now, to be honest, mate.
Jesus, look at that. Good for him. Do you know if he's retired yet or no?
Yeah, he's retired. He does a lot of like boxing stuff now.
Oh, cool.
But he's a top guy. Honestly, really top
guy. Shoot, shag, or marry any 3 in the podcast. I think we've done this before.
They always want us to like go gay, don't they? They do. They just really want to see it happen.
To all, how many minutes of Monday Night Muscle can you watch before vomiting blood through boredom?
What's Monday Night Muscle?
Exactly. I've never watched it. I think it's Sean Ray's podcast or bodybuilding show or something.
Do they really think that any of us watch fucking Sean Ray's podcast?
That's how many minutes right there.
Yeah, 0 minutes.
0 minutes.
If a lion, tiger, and Black Panther and leopard all got into a fight, which one would win? Lion.
A lion,
tiger
wins. Tiger's bigger.
Tiger's bigger than a lion.
I think tiger.
Yeah.
Did you guys do that? You did that question with you can pick any 2 of these and then the others are all coming to kill you.
You want to do it?
The guy sent me that. It's tough, eh?
Okay, we'll do it. Let's do it. I think I got to find
it.
You're
there for like 30 minutes trying to pick. It was so hard.
I think I saw my DMs, but I didn't read into it. I need to see this.
Nick, is it Nick Merckx? He's a gamer apparently. I didn't even know. I didn't even know this. So let me just here. Can I just explain something real quick to people? I think somebody sent me this from his page, but I couldn't remember. So I thought he sent it, and then I was like, I didn't know who he was. So a whole bunch of people were like, Nick Merckx is like super popular, 2.5 million followers. Famous. Yeah. So here is the page, and this is the thing we're looking at.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got to pick 2. We picked 3. I didn't read this, so we ended up picking 3.
Well, that makes it.
The rest is coming to kill you.
You got to pick 2.
I picked the rifle hunter for sure, and then picking the next one after that's really hard.
I picked the rifle hunter, and then I picked the eagles and the alligators, or sorry, the crocodiles.
See, I picked the rifle hunter and the wolves because I think the wolves as a pack hunter would do good, but there's so many others.
But 50 eagles, like they pluck your fucking eyeballs out.
Yeah, but
50 eagles is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Like, think about it. How are you going to kill them? They're just going to fly around and fucking peck at you.
Yeah, I feel like the bears could take out the eagles, though, you know?
How do you stop 10,000 rats?
How do you stop 10 fucking crocodiles? Like,
10,000 rats is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like the eagles would eat the rats.
The eagles have the advantage of being able to fly for sure, which is obviously big in this group here.
Are we okay? Wait, are we playing this?
None of these animals have any kind of aerial predators at all. So
wait a second. Let me ask you this: are we playing this like real life, or are we playing this like what looks the strongest?
No, you're playing it. If you had to pick them, what would you actually pick?
Because in real life, an eagle would never approach any of these bigger animals.
Well, yeah, you gotta think this is like Jumanji and they're fucking coming.
Yeah.
So it's a game. Okay.
This is war, like it's actually
war.
But is it okay? But is it war like real life?
Stop overthinking it, man. Just pick some fucking thing.
I'm going with Tifu.
The rest
10,000 rats, 50 eagles.
They're coming to kill you.
I'm going with the eagles because they're going to kill the rats, and then I'm going with the alligators because they can kill bears and.
Yeah, but do you think those 50 eagles are going to kill 7 fucking bulls, 3 bears, 4 fucking lions, 5 gorillas, 10 crocodiles? Like,
is it 3?
The guy with the gun's going to take out a lot of that, but that's a lot left, man. You got 15 wolves. Like, I mean, shit.
Well, that's why I took.
Wait. How many bullets has the guy with the gun got?
Yeah.
I mean, potentially the guy, if he's got enough ammo, could take out all of these, you know?
Well, let's just say I feel like the guy with the gun, because I picked the guy with the gun first too.
It's going to be hard to shoot 10,000 rats with a gun.
But the guy with the gun, to me, takes out the lions, the gorillas, and the bears.
Sure.
The eagles take out the rats, and the crocodiles kill the wolves.
So you're picking the eagles and the what?
I'm picking the shooter, the eagles, and the crocodile.
You can pick 2, dum-dum.
Well, we picked 3 when we were playing, so we're picking 3.
That makes it easier. It says pick 2.
Well, then fucking I'm going with the shooter and the crocodiles.
Oh, that between the eagles and the rats, that's tough. Yeah, I think I'm. The eagles is very convincing. I might be with you on the shooter and the eagles. Yeah.
The rats and the eagle can't do anything to the crocodile.
No, but the guy with the gun can fuck up a crocodile for sure.
No, but I'm taking the crocodile and the guy with the gun.
Oh, you're not taking the eagles.
Well, if we're only picking 2, then I'm taking the crocodile and the gun.
But what's the crocodile going to kill?
All the other shit.
10 crocodiles are going to kill 5 gorillas, 4 lions, and 3 fucking grizzly bears and 15 wolves. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Not at the same time, but 10 crocodiles will kill 15 wolves.
No, but you got to think of it as if they're coming as a fucking unit towards
Yeah, but then there's no way you can win if that's what you're thinking. Because then you're just 2 against 8 or whatever. Yeah, 7. Because then it's 2 against 7 other things. You can't do it that way.
I feel like the 15 wolves would do a lot of damage, but then you're still stuck with the eagles and the fucking rats you're trying to kill.
There's no way wolves will do anything as a crocodile. Nothing.
Can't fight. But the guy with the gun's going to shoot the crocodile.
No, he's on my side though. I got the guy with the gun.
No, I'm saying for me, I would pick the wolves, the guy with the gun, you know?
Oh, so you're saying if they went, yeah. Brett, what would you do?
I was just going to say what Ian said. I'm going 15 wolves as a pack is pretty tough.
I've seen one bear scare away 15 wolves. That's why I don't think it's that impressive.
Yeah, but wolves are pack hunters. There's 15 of them, man. I don't know.
No, I know, but like I've watched video of like a bear protecting its kill against a pack of wolves. And
but we're not talking about protecting kills. We're talking about if they're actually going to fight. And I think 15 wolves would fuck up a couple bears, you know?
I don't think 15
wolves. That's 5 wolves per bear, you know?
But I don't think 15 wolves would attack a bear. That's what I'm trying to say.
In this purpose, they are fighting. You're putting a ring.
I don't think 10,000 rats are gonna fucking go fight a gorilla either.
I think 3 bears would kill 15 wolves. I really do. couple swats of the fucking paws to the face, and those fucking.
Yeah, but then there's 5 of them. They like surround it and they kind of nip at your.
Yeah, but there's 3 bears just gonna go back to back.
You have 5 wolves per bear.
No, but I'm saying like the 15 wolves are going to surround the 3 bears. The 3 bears are going to be back to back, and then they're just going to swat them in the face every time they come near them.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think you're underestimating rats.
Are these New York rats or these normal rats?
The crocodile's taking out 100 rats with one bite.
Yeah, 10,000 rats.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking rats.
I think you underestimate the eagle with their aerial capabilities.
That's why I wanted the eagle to take out the rats.
Yeah, the eagles are definitely the wild card there. I think the eagles are going to do some fucking.
That's why 3
swoop in and swoop out.
Yeah, that's why 3 of them made sense because I picked the shooter. That way I had the shooter for accuracy, the crocodile for strength, and the fucking eagles for the aerial assault.
I feel like the rats could literally swarm over any of these animals and like just if they were actually trying to chew, fuck them up.
Yeah, but not if you had the eagles, because the eagles, there's 50 eagles.
No, the eagles don't have the eagles. No, but what I'm saying is use the rats and the eagles.
Oh, together.
I'm saying that's why I saw Tifu's comment, which is second down.
Yeah, but think about how many rats does a bear? How many rats does a bear take out with one swipe?
Not enough when you're swarmed. Yeah, imagine having 100 rats on you, you'd be fucked.
But you can do some like crazy fucking like aerial droppage, like get the fucking eagles to carry the rats and drop them on the animals, you know?
You could literally, you could literally do that.
Yeah.
Rats.
They like carry them in, eh?
Yeah, just like drop like dive bomb them on top, you know?
And boys, 50 eagles could literally like let's say a quarter of those decided to pick one bear up and drop it from fucking sky high.
it's like 10 eagles are carrying one bear.
Honestly. No, I reckon a quarter of 50. So like whatever that is, like I know it's just over 15.
Branch took the lions, the gorillas, and the shooter. Because
Branch is a man though, really. Like that's man's choice.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like that's not a strat choice. I don't think.
I think the bulls are the most useless.
A lot of people said the
I-
bulls would be the hardest. I guess maybe we don't know enough about bulls,
Those
but
people like bulls too much.
I think
I don't know, but really just for charging, like at least with the lions, you have claws and teeth, and like the same with the bears, you know, you have more assets to use. You know?
I feel like the strongest two predators in this whole thing are the bears and the crocodiles.
I think the most useless one is the shooter.
Yeah, I mean, obviously crocodiles have been around for like a fucking billion years as a crazy apex predator. So obviously they're going to do some damage.
I don't think you're right, James. If you took away if the shooter against the rats would get killed, but the shooter against everything else stands a pretty good chance.
No, the shooter's got a fucking sniper rifle. That's bolt action, yeah? That's going to be like... There's 3 or more of everything else. He's going to be fucked if they come for him.
Well, it depends how far away they are when they start.
I still think he's getting smashed.
You think so? Eh?
Oh.
Yeah, I think the one guy they put that in there to make you like think, man, technology, power. Nah.
How do you know that rifle's not like a fucking semi-automatic?
Well,
I can see that rifle. It's got a fucking scope the size of a fucking dildo on it. Come on.
Can there be a semi-automatic like that, Ian?
It could be a semi-automatic.
There could, but
semi-automatic.
I think it's a bolt action rifle. It's tough to tell.
It looks like a bolt to me. It looks like a bolt to Ian as well.
That's bullshit. I'm saying it's semi-automatic.
That's a game changer.
I'm saying it's a machine gun.
If that's a semi-automatic with like a big mag, that's obviously going to change a lot, you know.
Anyway, so James, you're taking the rats.
I'm taking rats and eagles. Bang, straight up.
Ian, you're taking the what?
I'm taking the shooter and the eagles.
I can't believe you went for the shooter, Ian.
Brett,
You know, I'm taking the shooter and I'm taking the 3 grizzly bears.
the 3 grizzly bears.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. I like that one. Bears are fucking.
Listen, that's a good looking combo.
The rats are good, yeah.
I'm taking the shooter and the eagles. That was kind of, or no, I'm going to go shooter and crocodiles. I'm a big crocodile guy.
Yeah.
I see them kill shit, man. It's nasty as fuck.
Yeah, but they kill
On land, they're useless.
They kill prey, not predators, you know.
So if I'm a shooter, I'm a shooter. I'll sit next to the water, and the crocodiles will be lined up behind me.
Yeah.
Or I'll stand in the water, and then
So
the
now you get
crocodiles.
to choose the map. You get to choose the location, the locale.
You're on an island and they're surrounding you.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, the gorillas are swimming onto your island.
Yeah, exactly. All right. A room full of spiders or a room full of snakes?
Snakes.
I don't know. That's tough.
Oh,
I don't mind snakes that much. I'll be fine with that.
I guess it depends on the spider or the snake.
If the spider's a harmless one, if it's one, it's not a black widow, it's fine, isn't it?
I mean, if either of them are harmless, I'm choosing the snakes for
Let's
sure.
say they're both harmless. You're taking the snakes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still
James?
I'd probably rather spiders.
Spiders are fucking creepy, but so are snakes.
Yeah, but I'm not really mad on slippery shit.
Yeah, I'm not bothered by snakes. The spiders are gross.
I don't even like slugs.
Do I get to wear like knee-high boots?
No, you're butt naked.
I definitely have snakes then because they could.
I'm definitely taking the spiders. I don't want snakes crawling in my ass.
What?
Snakes smell really bad.
Yeah, that many snakes would smell really bad. Yeah,
Extremely bad.
Why do you have to be butt naked?
Everything we do on here is butt naked.
Yeah, I'm butt naked right now.
Have you ever had a client who's lost a bunch of weight and was left over with a tiny bit of loose skin? Is that ever able to fully go away? Depends on the amount of skin.
Depends how fat they were and how much skin there is. But yeah, if it's enough that it's like fold and grabby, no, you're going to need to get surgery for that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were 300 plus pounds.
Yeah.
Couldn't or could care less. What? Oh,
fuck. Oh, is that the saying?
I'm kidding. Please, I deleted it. I don't want to.
The saying is
that's
like,
true. Is it I could care less or couldn't care less? Is the saying?
The saying is I could not care less. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Well, that's what it is. It's not.
Are we good? Can we move on? Okay.
Oh, is that a question you dislike? Those kind of questions, Fouad?
No, I don't know.
It's pathetic. Is it not quality enough?
Yeah, I guess. I want to ask Ian, does he think that it is really necessary to squat deadlift so heavy in order to progress with building his quads and back? After all, he is a bodybuilder, not a power lifter. Blah, blah, blah. What do you think?
Well, James just squat 8 plates for a single. Ask him, not me.
I mean, I'm kind of asking both you guys. Is it?
No, do I think it's necessary? No, but do I love lifting heavy weights? Fucking right, I do. And sometimes my ego and love for lifting heavy things outweighs my fear of hurting myself in my bodybuilding career.
Yeah.
I just want to tell people there's an element of fun to what we do.
Yeah.
Like if
and we all started bodybuilding because we love to lift weights and we love to push ourselves and try things that are new and hard because we like to challenge ourselves.
Yeah, you enjoy doing it. Yeah.
And I mean, I think also guys like, probably all of us at some point want to be stronger than everybody, and there's something to go with like just proving to yourself and like lifting that kind of weights to just be like, I am the fucking strongest motherfucker out there,
Yeah.
I think, obviously it's a career and you worry about your career, but there's only so much you sterilize what we do. Like if you start sterilizing it to the point where it's no longer fun, then what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. And you also have to think like, we all know, like there's obviously some kind of inherent risk with every kind of lifting we're doing. And it's obviously increased when you're increasing low, but we're also all very good at what we do and have been doing it a long time. And we know what like a level of safety and control within a weight is. Like James squatted 8 plates, but that wasn't like some rickety ass fucking squat. Like that was perfect, under control. He walked it out fine. Like that to me was not dangerous looking whatsoever. I didn't look at that and I'm like, oh my God, that's scary. I see some power lifters lift that kind of weight and I'm like, oh my God, that's terrifying. That was not scary watching James squat that at all.
I would just want to add something. So you guys are relatively young, and Brett, you're a little bit older, but you're still relatively fresh because you just started. Injuries doesn't always equate with the amount of weight you're lifting. Like my injuries, a lot of them, I wasn't lifting max weight. They were like 10 rep sets. No. So it doesn't necessarily mean just because you're lifting weight, you're going to get injured. And it doesn't necessarily mean because you're lifting light, you're not going to get injured. No, sometimes it's just wear and tear. Sometimes things happen over time. Sometimes like when people ask me why slip
and form, I mean, there's a million things I can correlate.
Yeah. So it's not, obviously there's more risk if you're doing 8 plates deadlifts or 8 plate squats. Obviously there's more risk, but tears can come in any which way, man. So nobody can actually pinpoint how it's going to happen or when.
Like we said, we all started this because we just had a love for it, and like to keep that love alive, sometimes you need to push yourself and challenge yourself and do these things that just like get your fucking blood pumping,
Yeah, man. And sometimes, we all want to walk away from our careers saying, well, when I was in my prime, I could lift this.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to say, I was an 800-pound fucking squatter and whatever. Like that's the goal, like you want to be able to say you've done it. So you don't do it unless you do it. So
you got a video to prove it now too.
I'll never say that.
Well, I didn't do the 800-pound yet. I've got to do 800-pound next. That's a big little jump there.
It's funny. That was never one of my goals.
To be strong?
I never like, I wanted to be strong. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you don't want to be strong, but I wasn't ever like butthurt that I wasn't like an 800-pound deadlift.
One of my strength is like one of my driving factors. Like even we were training not that long ago, me and Eddie and stuff, and we were doing this Magnum row that's in the gym. And I didn't know how much to put on it. And I was doing, I think, 4 plates. And Eddie was like, well, I think when Brett was here, he was doing 5 plates. I'm like, you motherfucker. So I had to put 5 and a quarter on there. There's no chance I can't be outdone,
Yeah, that's great though. That's like, it's like a camaraderie, but also it helps you progress. Like I'm the same how you are, like with Jordan. Jordan will upload a video of him doing something and then tag me because he's an arsehole. And then I've got to go away and do something impressive because this fucker's just done it. And 100%. People may say that's silly, but it's fun. At the end of the day, that's what we do.
So. I mean, I guess you play to your strengths, but
obviously in a perfect bodybuilding world that's just strictly for progress in bodybuilding, yes, we would probably never do these things, but that's not, we're
too
still
clinical for us.
That's not how it works. Yeah.
It's too clinical for us. It's too, that would be too like orchestrated and mundane.
Yeah. Right. Is that one of the things you shoot for? Like, is that one of the things you think you'll pride yourself on one day when your career is done?
For sure.
I know it's different for everybody. I'm just saying, like for me, it's not something I look back.
I'm saying after what I just said, I thought, that's like obvious. Obviously, these are things we pride ourselves in.
No. For you, yeah. But I meant Brett specifically. Like, do you focus on that? Is it something you want to be able to say you check that box?
We still all have that, the ego lift a little bit that we want to do something we haven't done before, show off and kind of stake your claim. But I feel like for me, as getting older as well in this training is like, I'm more impressed with like doing things for reps now. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not saying, I was never into only ever doing 1 or 2 and like, but like Now it's more like, what can I do for like 8 to 12?
Yeah,
That's
the hardest set as well.
I think that shit's nasty. So like, watching, the Ronnie stuff where he was just repping shit out and stuff. That's
but I put that in the same category as
right.
Like it's all heavyweight. Like if you can squat 6 plates for 12, like that's still fucking bonkers to me, Like
wasn't it
all the same world?
Okay, well, I believe, I'm there then. I could see that. Because I remember seeing
because like I was
it Chris Bumstead was he doing 405 for like 15 or 20 or something like that?
He does 5 for 15. He's strong.
Yeah, like that to me is really like if you're doing 5 for 15, that to me is really impressive.
Yeah, he's strong.
So it's like that.
Yesterday I did on the Cybex hack 8 plates for.
I saw that, man. That hack squat.
That video was 7. That was video was 7. I did 8 yesterday. Dude, I haven't put that video up yet. So I did 8 plates for like 11 or 12 on the Cybex, and like that to me, like that was like, hey, that's a fucking 6.
I've never heard anyone do that much.
I think I might have been able to do that back in the day because I did 5 on it like a year ago.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but that's fucking heavy. That's a heavy hack squat. Like I don't know why it is so heavy, but it's like,
it's because it's not one of those ones that's like.
No, it's not like the Arsenal. The Arsenal's like this. The Cybex is like,
yeah.
And I feel like it's like that. We do it now like that because obviously it's applying more to the bodybuilding. So like, think about that. So like 8 plates on a Cybex, you did 12 to 15 reps. You're going to feel that so much more than if you did like 9 plates for
10
6.
plates for 1
more in your joints, you're gonna load a little bit more in your joints and stuff. So now we're like, okay, we're gonna still lift heavy, but we're still gonna apply it to like better in our bodybuilding career, but it's gonna be higher rep, but it's still gonna be nasty.
And don't get me
Brett.
Sorry, go ahead, James.
I'll say Brett, that's exactly how I am. I would say 90% of the time.
Yeah.
I
see. I'm not saying that's that. I'm glad you did that today, because that's just that's
giving. No, but I mean, I agree with you as well. I'm saying I would mostly. So like my purpose of today is to see where my strength would be at, to then go away and be like, well, motherfucker, you lifted that, so there's anything less you should be doing reps with. That's kind of I like to use that as my every measuring like as a little
measuring stick.
Yeah. I mean, like I've the last 2 years done like a single fucking deadlift, like just to see where I'm at and like just to say that I deadlifted 800 plus pounds,
Was it Luke? Was it Luke back in the day that used to do the 200-pound dumbbell challenge with somebody else and they were doing it for reps? I remember something like
Luke did 220s.
No, I remember, but it was somebody else doing it with him, and I can't remember what bodybuilder it was, and they were doing 200-pound dumbbells.
I mean, there was a thing going on for a while with this, with a bunch of us with the 200-pound dumbbells.
Yeah, that's right. And then Luke was doing like 15 reps with 200-pound dumbbells, and somebody would come back and do 16, and somebody would come back and do, like, that was fucking nuts. That's nuts. And James, don't get me wrong, it's still absolutely insane to see you squat 800.
No, I like reps. Like that's why I did barbell rows yesterday. I'll go fucking.
But that's what I'm saying. Strength is a variety of ways to measure, and I think we all appreciate it in different or in the same ways. Like to me, like if you can do something for reps or you're super strong for 1, it's like it's all just cool and impressive to me. I
always found that squatting for reps was the most impressive to me, just because there's a cardiovascular component to it.
Yes,
it's the most impressive to me because I know how it feels.
Yeah,
because I've done like the best set I've ever done was 300 for 10, and it was fucking like I felt like my soul was gone. And I've deadlifted 320 for 8 was my best deadlift I ever done, and that wasn't as hard as the squat.
Yeah.
The squat was more like soul consuming. So it feels.
Just think of like I think of John doing like 500 for 25.
Oh yeah,
like, that's fucking to me. That's like.
That's crazy. It's the mental component too.
Yeah.
The mental of being able to where to take yourself.
Yeah.
For me, watching
that your muscles are what's actually feeling.
That means more to me than the physical aspect. You know what I mean? Like I know what kind of person you are,
Yeah, feeling in your muscle and not in your mind,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like my mind's normally triggered by certain people that I'm very friendly with if they turn up to the gym. Like my friend Dean, whenever he turns up, I get the best sets. It's just something like he's kind of like a bit of a father figure. Like so when he turns up, I'm like, shit, I better work because he won't be proud if I do say shit.
Everybody has that guy. Everybody has somebody that's like that.
We all got that. Yeah.
Even if you're a better bodybuilder than him, you still have that person that like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's like just a pure respecting of experience, like life experience almost.
Yeah.
Like knowing that he's someone that's been there, done that,
and seen it all. It's like this guy's seen top tier guys do crazy shit. So it's like you got to step your game up to impress a guy like this. Yeah,
absolutely.
If you could have 5 athletes to sign, who would it be?
You probably got your 5. You're pretty happy with your 5.
I'm pretty happy with my 5.
If you could get one more athlete, anyone in the world right now, who would you get? Unlimited budget.
Yeah, unlimited budget.
If I could have any, so I got a good team right now. If I could have anybody.
There's one more that you think would do the most for your brand. Doesn't matter what they cost.
I would probably take one of you two, to be honest. To me, it's not
20K I'll come.
Fuck you. It's gotta be worth it for me still.
20K a month. I'm there. You got me.
It's no, I get you, Fouad, because it's not just about like, oh, how known is the person and how fucking
because like you know that
you care about the person, what they resemble. What
I want the person to represent.
Yeah, because like
I want the person to
brands,
represent my passion for bodybuilding. Number one.
Yeah.
I also want the person to have a personality and not just a competitive history or physique.
Yeah.
So that matters to me too.
True. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of things that are part of the criteria, but I think, Iain and James, I mean, that's why you guys are on here. You're friends of mine because I feel like we all have a similar thought process.
We're a little bit of an extension of what is anyway. You know what I mean?
If it was up to me, everybody on the podcast would be on hostile.
Yeah.
That's how, if it was up to me and if I had the budget, that's how it would be, because I like the similar mindset. So one day we'll be big enough. I'll just sign all you guys. No, I want to ask you guys, since we're talking about athletes and all that shit, what, Iain, when are you coming back to Canada? Any idea?
Yeah, I'm going to come back. I bought a new truck, so I'm going to have to come back in March to get it.
Mark, do you want to get, but are you staying or are you going back?
I mean, I might stay for a little bit, but I'm not going to stay I'm staying in the US permanently for now. Yes.
I was going to say, because I wanted to ask a few of you guys.
I mean, I can come down and train your gym or something. I mean, I don't know. What you're saying.
I wanted you to come guest pose.
When's that? May
28th.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, because I asked Nick and I was going to ask you and Brett, and I want everybody to kind of come if they could.
Yeah, I mean, I
pay each of you.
I might not guest pose, but I'll certainly come and attend your event. I could make that happen for sure.
Yeah. Brett?
Yeah, because I bought a truck from Gibby from David Gibbs in London.
Yeah.
So I'm getting it end of March. So I'll fly, but he needs to take my Tacoma. So I need to fly in, get my Tacoma to London, and then get back and then drive down to Florida.
Oh, you're driving the truck back?
I might drive it across to Ogdensburg and then ship it, but I'm not 100% sure.
What kind of truck do you buy?
A 2022 Lariat.
Why don't you get a Raptor?
Because they didn't have any new ones available for a while, and I didn't want to buy a used one, and I didn't want to buy an old one.
Yeah,
and the interiors on the new trucks are fucking so nice, man. The new Fords, like
I know
shit.
Yeah.
So it's a 2022 Lariat Sport, so like the all blacked out,
I think I might dump my TRX. It's been a. Why are you laughing?
I love it. No, new car.
No, it's unfortunately, I was warned about Chrysler products. I know there's a whole bunch of Chrysler fans out there probably gonna shit, but this thing has been a pain in my fucking ass since I got it. The fucking, you know how it's got like that 12 or 14-inch screen in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
They've already replaced it. It took them 2 months to fucking replace it because it just shit the bed. It just went black.
The big iPad screens in the Dodges, honestly, I really don't like.
I love it. I love the way it looks.
It looks awesome, but from a usability and from a good standpoint, even Chris's is not that great. And the one they put in the Ford, that's the more horizontal, like TV looking one. Yeah. I like so much more, man.
So I want to just show people in case they don't know. I like the Ford better for one reason. I actually like buttons.
Yeah.
So the Ford interior has the big screen now, but they also have like this bottom part here.
Yeah.
That has buttons. So like you can still. I don't like having to go into my screen to different options every time I want to get it to like turn my heated seats on or like I like just having like one single button.
Okay, so I know exactly what you're talking about now because my buddy sent me a Polestar. You know what a Polestar is?
The Volvo?
Type in Polestar 2.
The Volvo. Is that the Volvo?
No, it's an EV. It's an electrical vehicle. It's like Tesla's #1 competitor.
Yeah.
So somehow he got involved in marketing with him. And he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna send you this car for a month. Like, drive it around, let people see you driving it." And like, it's honestly like this is the first time I ever drove an EV. We have it at the house right now. But dude, this thing can fucking. I didn't realize they can scoot. They can get going. Fucking.
Oh well, electric cars are fast as fuck. Yeah.
And it's just like a smooth, like just take off. And so I was actually impressed with that. But it's way too small. I can barely fit in that thing. And then also, like you said, everything's on that screen. It pisses me off because I can't find it. And like, I'm not even paying attention to the road because I'm trying to
when I sat in the new Ford, that interior, I'm like, I'm fucking sold. They're so nice, the new interiors, man.
Yeah.
Like the F-150 with like the full size, the Super Crew, whatever, the inside's fucking huge, you know?
Yeah, I might trade my TRX for the Raptor, even if it's not the new V8. I might just get the V6.
Chris just bought a new Raptor.
Yeah, no, I really like the Ford interiors, and I like the off-road capabilities of my TRX.
Yeah.
So I think I want to get a Raptor, but I couldn't believe it, man. 2 months, that screen was black before they replaced it. They replaced it, and now it's getting fucked up again. It keeps on resetting itself and shit. And I'm like,
it's crazy. You know what's so crazy, man? With the, you know how like there's so short inventory on vehicles right now, and like you know all these things. My Tacoma. So my buyout on my Tacoma, because it's a lease. It was a 4-year lease. My buyout was $23,000, and Ford gave me $40,850 for my truck.
I believe it. Yeah.
So I made like 16 grand profit just like right off the hop on it.
Dude, my Cadillac.
Wow.
My Cadillac.
And this is a 2018 truck, the Tacoma, which is like a smaller truck.
Yeah.
And it has 80,000 kilometers on it, and I got 40 grand for it.
My Escalade I bought just recently, just this year, like 4 or 5 months ago. I got it for 130. I put 12,000 kilometers on it, and I can sell it for more than that. It's worth 160 right now.
Yeah, easily.
But I'm like, what the fuck?
And that's why when I got this new truck, and the guy's like, yo, just do a 3-year lease on it. Yeah. He's like, because at the end of this 3-year lease, he's like, this truck is going to still be worth more than what you're getting it for, especially with the deal that he's giving me on it. So then I can just fucking re-give it back to them or sell it when I trade it in, you know?
Yeah.
And fucking make bank and do the same thing I'm just doing now.
That's the guy everybody goes to around here for the trucks, right?
He's in London. Like Regan's gone to him, like a bunch of guys.
Yeah. I have his number. I think I might give him a call, see if I can get that Raptor.
Yeah, he'll hook you up, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Thing is, for the Raptors, you'll just wait, you know, like I had asked about other vehicles. He's like, yeah, we just won't have it for a long time, you know? And I was going to wait for the new Tundra, but they all did pre-sale and they all sold. So now they're selling for a premium on the pre-sales, and they're not going till like the end of the year. And I'm like, I need a truck now. You know,
the Tundra is nice, but I think the F-150 is nicer for me anyway. I like it better.
Yeah. I just had a very good experience with my Tacoma, but my dad has a new F-150 diesel Lariat, like with the turbo diesel, and he fucking loves the truck. So, you know, I'm just jumping on board with that.
I've had 4 Ford trucks, never had a problem with any of them. So
no, I like it. I mean, they're super nice. And especially when you get the Lariat Sport where they've taken all the chrome off it, like I like that look where it's just like blacked out. You know?
Yeah, for sure. I hate anything chrome. I actually thought I saw this question earlier today on somebody sent it to me. Maybe we'll do this as our last question and we'll wrap. John Jewett posted this. Okay, so maybe it's gone now. No, let's see.
No, it won't be.
Here it is. Challenge. You can be the reigning Olympian champion, but during your reign, you have severe nonstop erectile dysfunction plus a high libido. Do you accept? So, would you guys be Mr. Olympia, and for how many years if you had erectile dysfunction?
Well, do I still get to use Cialis?
No, you can't get your dick up at all, and you want to fuck all the time.
You couldn't live like that. You couldn't live like that, boys.
No, I don't think
so. And then it says after competing, your ED is resolved.
No, but you still couldn't live like that for that duration, the year, whoever it is, while you're reigning champ. The year's a lot. You'd kill yourself.
Oh,
I don't know.
You could imagine imagine having blue balls, but no way to empty them.
But you could still. It doesn't say you can't jerk off.
Read the question again.
You can't get hard-ons. You can't jerk off.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm just wondering why it's either you're the champion.
You've never jerked off with a soft dick?
No,
bro. If you don't go hard while you're jerking off, something's wrong.
You never.
Stay soft, like for the whole thing.
I've jerked off with like a 75%er, but not like a full.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's a 75%er. You're not even getting 70% on this shit.
So if you have ED, if you have ED, you can't get 70%.
No, I think you're 40 or less. You know,
40 or less.
Hey, what's the question? I'm just gonna read to Julian here.
Not responding.
1 second. There it is. Sorry.
You can be the reigning Olympia champion, but during your reign, you have severe nonstop erectile dysfunction, but you still have a high libido. Do you accept? He says yes. Yeah.
He says yes.
I mean, he's like, I'm so far away from being Olympic champion that's a good deal for me, you know?
Brett, what do you think?
I gotta talk it over with the wife.
So that means you win the Olympia. Imagine, like, you win the Olympia this year.
I think that's the biggest thing. Like, if I talk to Melissa and she's like, "It's okay, you know, we'll do it for like you get 3 Olympia wins or something in you know," and if it's like, "Okay, I can deal with this,"
you can still keep the wife happy. You can still go down on her and shit.
Yeah,
you can't be sensual.
Yeah,
what?
I feel very emasculated, never getting an erection for that long. You know,
I think I would be okay being the Olympia champion for 2 years.
2, yeah.
If I could, you know, I'd still go down on my wife. I would still be able to. If I could still jerk off once in a while, I'd be okay.
I give you 2 months and you'll have enough. You'll be fucked.
No, I've been married for 15 years, man. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm like a fucking camel now, dude. I can fucking.
No,
I'm like I fuck once and I'm good for a while.
Yeah, but where's your self-esteem?
I'm the same. I can fuck.
I'm Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, but it said your libido is going to be super high, so it might, you know,
you're going to be randy as fuck all the time. You're not taking that into consideration.
I do have to say, when you're horny as fuck and you can't get laid, it's like.
But like, there's still there. I mean, I don't understand the question, because like, even if that was a reality, you could still take like Viagra, Cialis, and make it work. You know,
but for the game purposes, you're pretending that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
I know what happened. And it's again people trying to turn this podcast gay.
True.
You end up putting shit up your ass just to try and get some sort of pleasure.
Yeah, but as I say, you're only gay. It's only gay if you're gay. You know?
Does that work? True. No, that's not true, Ian.
Yes, it is.
Ian, if you suck a dick, you're gay.
No.
Okay, so if I say to you, I'm not gay, but I'm going to suck this cock, you're like, okay, it's cool. You're not gay.
Yeah.
No.
No.
So if you suck Ian off and then you he finishes his load and then you stand up and say, "I'm not gay, by the way," it's all good.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, gay is different.
I'm not gay.
You're only gay if you're gay.
So you're wiping your mouth.
I'm not gay.
I think in this situation that you would start sticking shit up your arsehole. You would, because you need some sort of pleasure.
Ian, and you're under your premise, then what you identify as is all that matters.
Yes.
Yes. What you feel in your heart, you know?
So that means you believe in the whole transgender thing. Like, if I feel like a woman, I'm a woman.
No. I'm not talking
about
saying. Gender and things to me are science. Talking about this sexuality part is not. That's different.
But that's a fact. If you suck a dick, that makes you gay.
No, it doesn't.
So
what if you suck a dick every single day? Every day you suck a dick, but you say I'm not gay. I'm just sucking.
I might hate every second of sucking that dick, but I'm still. There's tons of straight guys that have done gay porn. That doesn't make them gay.
No. We're not saying like a one-off because it was like a bet or a dare or a porno.
Every single day for 5 years and still be straight.
No.
Yes. 100%. I mean, Canadian guy, Bruce Patterson, he did that for a long time, did gay porn. You know this.
Okay, Brett.
He's married with kids.
Brett. If you found out Ian sucked a dick every day for a month, would you think that was gay?
Every day for a month? That's pretty gay, man. But does he identify? I guess
girls will get drunk and fucking fuck other girls, make out with girls, have 3 ways with a guy where they're eating out a girl. They're not lesbians.
They're bisexual.
Not necessarily.
If they're doing it all the time,
I feel like it's still different when a woman has like what they call intercourse with another woman, because there's literally no penetration. Whereas with a geezer, it's like there's actually a cock.
Why are your eyes closed? Are you picturing it?
Because I'm trying to actually imagine. No, but it's like there's actual fucking sex occurring. You know? There's actual sex occurrence. It's pretty gay.
Well, I agree with James, but I'm actually going to say, if a girl does that every weekend for a year, she's bisexual.
She's definitely into both, which is fine by me.
No, it's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that's what I would love
to join in. Excellent.
Like, I would consider that person bisexual. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're gay. Whereas I feel like bisexual men are more gay than bisexual. I don't know if that's me, just because I feel don't know why.
It's our society. It's not looked down upon as much or whatever.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I've got gay friends. I think most of my friends that I know that have done things with men, they're purely gay. They're not bi.
James.
Whereas women on the weekend don't mind getting drunk, like saying, having a little lick of another person's. You know what I mean?
James.
I'm getting carried away.
If Ian sucked some cock every weekend for 1 month or 2 months, would you consider him gay?
I would be like, you're pretty batty, bro.
Give it, take it every other week. Every other week, you're good. Just
listen.
Once a month. Once a month, we won't count it.
If he was being paid or exchanging goods, maybe different.
See, this is what I'm saying. It's not necessarily so black and white of just you're gay, you know?
Yeah, because if he was getting like cryptocurrency, for sucking cock.
If you're getting paid, right. It's still you're still
He's giving me some Ethereum to buy fucking NFTs every time I suck his dick.
At best, you're bisexual. At best,
no, zero.
I don't agree.
What if he literally does not like the flavor of cock at all?
You may be gay and you may be bisexual, but in the case of us that are straight men, if I suck a dick, I am a straight man. I know that 100%. I am not gay. If I suck your dick, I'm not all of a sudden gay.
So you think because you don't like it, it makes you not gay?
No, because I know I'm not gay. I am not. I know 100%. I'm 100% confident in myself that I am straight.
But I think
if I suck your dick, I'm not all of a sudden gay.
I think the action of sucking cock makes you gay. Or
no, the action of sucking dick may be gay, but that doesn't make me gay.
Fouad, like if there's a price, like if there's a price to suck cock, how many million is it?
10.
What was your? So then after that point of doing that, are you gay?
It was 10 million.
Well, I didn't say that. I just threw out a number.
If you suck the cock,
how much money do you suck that you need 10 million to suck dick? You must be loaded.
The day you suck cock for 10 million, are you gay from that point forward?
No.
You're gay. You're gay and you're rich. So it's okay.
I don't think doing
that.
actions that are typically done by gay people make you gay. You're only gay if you're gay. Like I know, like I said, I'm 100% straight. I think we're all pretty straight. You know, if I suck,
I would say it like this. If you did it once, I would be like, Iain had a gay experience. Right? But if you did it repeatedly,
you don't know the intent though. If I'm doing it for pleasure, then yes, I'm gay for sure. But if I'm just doing it because for some other reason, it doesn't make you gay. You're only gay if you're gay, you know?
So what if you're doing it at weekends? So you just gay action at the weekend?
Yeah, but why am I doing it on weekends? Why?
What if you get paid $1,000 every weekend to suck a cock and you're like, I'll take it?
Then I feel like it might not be gay.
Exactly. See?
It's gay.
Bro, it's a job.
It's gay.
It's a job.
No, it's not.
It's a job, bro.
It's a job.
It's a job.
It's by curious.
Someone's got to do it.
It's by curious at best.
Nothing. No, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's literally just sucking a dick.
All right,
it's not nothing. Your actions mean something.
I agree, but the intent is what matters the most. And if Fouad, in your heart of heart, are you gay?
No.
Okay, so if you suck a dick tomorrow, are you gay?
Depends why. But no, but like
my point.
No, but if it's once, then I'm like, okay.
Doesn't matter how many times. The intent is what matters.
I don't know if I agree with that.
If you're doing it for pleasure,
I feel like I'm trying to switch this to like another topic now. Like I'm thinking about like, what if I murder someone and I didn't feel murderous while I did it?
If you didn't intend to kill somebody, it's still fucking murder. It's just murder.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I murdered someone,
murder,
and if I murdered,
that's why I said you're bi, not gay.
Yeah, there's something. This is very bland.
It's something. It's not nothing.
If I'm straight,
who is there? Who are you talking to?
Guy's dick. Am I gay? See,
who did you ask?
I asked Julian's girl.
That doesn't count.
That's a girl. I'm asking a girl, which would definitely be like.
No, definitely doesn't count. They're more liberal.
Ask her if it's every weekend.
Ask her if you do it every weekend for a year.
But the intent.
Ask her if you do it every weekend for a year. Just ask her.
If I suck a dick every weekend for a year, am I gay?
Well, yeah, I mean.
She said, or bisexual. But then what if I'm like, I'm not?
Yeah, but you can do it every weekend and keep saying I'm not, but we're not going to believe you anymore.
But this is the point. I'm saying,
he's like I swear, Brett, I'm just doing it for the money.
But like the thing is, you know whether you're gay or straight. So if you know you're straight and you suck a dick, you're not all of a sudden gay.
Okay, wait a minute.
Look, there's
a lot of gay people.
Just wait a second. Just wait a second.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you holding a slim pin?
Oh shit!
You're just holding it in slim pin.
Guys,
I say something.
I said empty bin. I'm holding in my room. I used to actually fucking pop spots on my body. So just know that, yeah. It's disgusting. Anyway, can I just say something? How many people have been in relationships, like married, and then realize their sexuality isn't the one that they're in? So all the time they're getting fucked, are they that sexuality?
No, I think these people that are doing that generally know for a long time that they are actually gay or whatever.
So like they're just when they're married to men and they don't love the man, but they're stuck in a relationship and they're getting hammered. Yeah. They don't even enjoy it. Yeah. They're not straight because they're getting fucked.
Thank you.
Okay, wait a minute. So
my point.
I understand your point 100%, and theoretically, I agree with you. But in actuality, I can't.
Oh, in actuality, yes. If I suck dick every weekend, the chances are you are probably gay. But I'm saying as a straight man, knowing I am straight, if I suck a dick, I'm not all of a sudden gay.
No, but I'm saying in actuality, like theoretically, I agree with you.
Most men, if they suck dick every weekend.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying even if you came to, like, let's say it was a completely open and you text us every weekend. You were like, hey guys, in the group chat, you're like, I just sucked a cock, but I'm still straight. And we got that text every weekend for a year. Eventually, we're all going to be like, Iain, you're gay. Even if you kept saying you're straight, we're going to be like, Iain, you're gay. Or bi.
But and look, you can pin me as gay and say I'm gay, but then I'll be like, well, I'm not.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. You can, but that's like saying, isn't that the same thing as saying I identify as a woman, but you're really a man? It's not the same thing.
No, because that's biological. That's different. That's
but you're in actuality, you're sucking a cock, so that's like you're gay.
Yeah, but that's not science. It's different.
But I can see it. Like I'm watching you.
Sure.
Sucking cock ain't science, bro.
I'm not saying that I'm not sucking a cock. I'm just saying there's no science to say that me sucking a cock makes me gay, you know?
Yeah, there is.
No. Actually, start teaching that.
Like, what is it to be gay then?
That you're gay.
Yeah, but
you have to love a man.
But to be gay is to have
you have to enjoy the presence of the same. You have to enjoy the presence of the same sex more than you do of the opposite sex, which I do not.
It's feelings.
So
even if I suck a dick and I still enjoy the company of women and not men, I'm not gay.
So let me ask you this: so if you suck a dick every day for a year, but you don't enjoy it, you're not gay.
No. Well, what if you're in prison? What about prison? What about prison?
No,
you got a life.
Just stay on the question for 1 second.
Yeah.
James, if he sucks a dick every day for a year, but he says to you, James, I hate every minute of it. Is he gay or not?
If he hates every minute, I feel sorry for him.
But is he gay or no?
Oh,
do you consider him gay?
I can't answer it, man.
Why?
But I'm not gay.
Because the truth of it is like it's all about the intention.
James, I know you. I know you for sure. And if Iain texted us all and said, I suck cock this weekend again.
All right, listen, if one of my best mates, like let's say like my mate Louis told me he sucked cock yesterday, I'll be like, yeah, you're definitely batty, bro.
100%. If one of my buddies told me they sucked a dick, I'd be like, you're the biggest fucking homo ever. I would say
and it'd be the talk of the town for the next week, just for life.
Absolutely. Don't disagree with you whatsoever. But we're not changing. The fact of the matter is, if a straight guy sucks a dick, he's not just suddenly gay.
Maybe not.
Action doesn't make.
I'm having a really tough time with this one.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that the action is still something usually done by people of a gay nature, but that doesn't make a straight guy gay for doing
It's a really bad hypothetical because nobody sucks a dick every day for a week, every weekend for a year and not like it. So it doesn't make sense.
Well, maybe if you're in jail. So if I'm in jail for 30 years and I'm like 100% straight, but it's like, shit, I'm going to be here for a while. I got to start banging some butthole. Like, am I gay now?
Well, because you're going to enjoy it. So yes.
But you're still straight. I only like women.
No, you're enjoying it. You're coming on the guy's back.
Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah.
If you came.
That's the tough one.
Okay, so that's a better example. Let's say it's reverse. Let's say a guy sucks you off and you come, but you're like, I'm straight.
Oh shit!
I'm still straight.
No, you're not. You just blew your load.
That's okay.
You obviously enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed the feeling of it. Doesn't mean I enjoyed that a guy was doing it.
Wait.
No, come on.
I was thinking about a girl. I was thinking about a girl the whole time.
Fuck that, Brett. Say something.
So Ian's just gonna always chalk it up as when he gets done with the act, he's just gonna be like, "Well, yeah, I didn't mean anything. Yeah. I still like women.
Okay.
It's just a temporary relief."
Yeah,
I love you guys. You guys are the best.
You're only gay if you're gay. It's as simple as that.
No, it's not.
It's
not that simple.
No, you're just not identifying it as.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know I don't like men. So it's like if a guy sucks my dick, or if you
blew your load if you blew your load in a guy's mouth, you enjoyed his company.
No, it's a super gay thing to do, but it's gay.
Company.
I'm just saying, you said it's about enjoying the person's company. So if a guy sucked you off and you came, you enjoyed his company.
No, I was just hoping it was a woman, but I took what I could get. You know?
Okay.
Man's got the answers.
Fuck out of here.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
gentlemen. I love you guys.
Wow.
We'll get together next week. We'll talk.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Okay, boys.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.